Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the same late night with all the same horrible shit happening. I think it's working now. I'm doing a weird workaround, which I'm not super happy about. Means you can't see Dwarf Therapist when I pop it open. Maybe none of you are worried too much about that. I mean, I can always try doing this guy. Drag him up. Does this work? Okay, Dwarf Therapist works fine. Just Dwarf Fortress itself does not. Right? If I do that... No, it doesn't work fine. Okay, it is fucked. So window capture is just broken. I'm gonna blame NVIDIA. This happened one other time when I updated my video card drivers, which I do very infrequently. But it is what it is. Okay. I mean, do you really need to see my Dwarf Therapist? Probably not, because I really just use that for naming purposes generally. Speaking of, actually, I'm gonna do the boring stuff real quick while everyone sort of gets on back here and says, what the hell just happened? Because God only knows. I think we'll run Dwarf Fortress. We'll get it going. I don't think I was doing anything. I just need this stuff going really bad, because if we don't finish this, we're in still a heap of trouble. Sounds like that heap of trouble's still happening, actually. Clean patient. Oh shit, yeah, we got people injured, right? Like, badly injured? Or no, they're gonna be fine. Just thirsty, I think. The plasma spaz is gonna die. Yeah, because we fought off that other were creature, which is unfortunate. Who's my mechanic and what is he doing? I don't remember, actually. Guess we'll find out. Mechanic. This guy. Brazilian, I guess? Really? I have someone else doing mechanics. War games, that makes a lot of sense. Cool. So let's go find war games here. And we need to murder these babies or something, because we have way too many children. You're constructing rock mechanisms. That is good. Traps would be good, though, as well, if you could get those going. Yeah, Rudy, you were saying you thought about playing War of the Chosen. I didn't know you played XCOM 2 at all. I know, we need water. We're working on the water. We have tons of issues. We have so many frickin' issues. Because of the rain is one of them, and everyone obsessively, compulsively trying to remove all this gunk off them by going down to the river. Which is, you know, it's a problem. Let's get real. That said, my God, it's mad now. Forge Iron Warhammer needs refined coal. It's fair. Need cloth for the wounds. Yeah, we do. Don't have that stuff. At least we have some Warhammers coming though. So maybe we can arm some of our military that we just threw out into all the were creatures to die, which is awkward. Okay. Item lost or destroyed. God knows what item that was. There's something here. You can build these now. Be good. So we really need to get this wall up. When it's winter, so you can dig in the ice. Well, we're never gonna get winter properly. I think we're in summer right now? Yeah, we're never gonna get a real winter because this place is like insane heat all the time. Like bazillion degrees. Which which is fine. Oh, good. We do have our miner, hopefully, coming to dig some of this, or he's just drinking, maybe. Fishing. Heyo. Let's talk. Yeah, we don't do that. You can keep doing that if you'd like, but I really would like the mining going on. That'd be excellent. In fact, let's get some more charcoal at some point. It could be that my wood burner is dead. I don't know, maybe. I'm hoping not. Oh, actually, check. Hang on. I gotta check my military squads. Do I still have the miners in there? No? Okay, good. Yeah, we lost we lost 2 of our 4 melee guys. That's awkward. At least we still have all of our mark stores. Our crappy bolts. Yeah, we have a few issues here, Origami. This is good though. This is finally built. Is the floodgate up? No. We just say fuck it. No, it's super handy to have the floodgate going, so place it about here, I think. Yeah, I don't really like playing with water unless I have a floodgate, just in case. Slight Quills has begun a mysterious construction. Cool. You can cheese that. I mean, they probably fixed that, so it's not worth messing with. It is unfortunate, though, that he went to my rock craft station. Definitely need more floodgates, though. Okay, that's our lever. Still waiting for the mechanic, who's currently still making mechanisms. Again, I do need these, but I have a little priority issue right now. I'm just happy that got mined out, because that's huge. Huge. Awesome. Well, that's going. Either way. While this just panics for a little while. Is that floodgate built? Oh, yeah. Okay, somebody hurry up and build that. Also, I love how we're never going to get Omega's Revenge. None of the dwarves are smart enough to go down and get him, so... You know. I suppose I could put someone on only hauling corpses until we grab them out of there. It's probably not worth the effort, though. Yes, things are starving. They're always going to starve. There's just no grass at all in this land. None. So don't worry about that too much, game. Don't panic. I'm not panicking. You shouldn't panic.
At last, I finished the artifact. Oh, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I'll name you after my mother.
Oh. Cool. A round limewood amulet. Neat. Let's go check it out, shall we? Nothing like a dead dwarf in your water supply. To add to the taste of the water. That's right, man. So we have a jewelry worn around the neck for its aesthetic value. Sorry about that, guys. Round limewood amulet. All craft store ship is of the highest quality. Is decorated with round lime wood. Fairly self-explanatory there. On the item is an image of a giant toad in round lime wood. On the item is an image of Nish Search Copper, the dwarf. Cool. It's like the crappiest artifact I've seen in a long time. All the power to you. Either way, I'm just going to go ahead and name some of the other dwarves we don't have names for currently. So we'll get Drewski here. Well, technically, I suppose he is. It's Drewski 346. You know, other people get their names, so may as well give that one there. Iglik. Zoda. Enter Calp. These are really weird names. That'd be Sid. Okay, mining's being done. I like that. Shoe muffin? I feel like we might have a shoe muffin. I don't know, whatever. If we double up on shoe muffins, we'll survive. Probably. Stormlord, 1819. And then finally we have this guy here. Sopal. 1 FR. Man, the dwarves are really freaking out. I think I heard bad shit. Were-lizard Liemaker. God damn it, another were-lizard. Oh, man. Hey, Iglik, how you doing? Yeah, it's always about the little things, man. That's important. Okay, well, we are getting attacked by, like, 1,000 were-things a day. Yeah. Yep. Oh, well. It does... Yeah. Well. What can you do? Are we... Is there not one? Oh, he's right here. He's Berserk. Oh, shit. Oh, what? Our dudes are turning into were-lizards? What? That's not great. What do we have to do? Are we gonna have to, like, kill everyone that gets bit? I have no idea. Okay, well, let's get everyone in here then. That might be the run, sadly. Yeah, if it's gonna be everyone that gets bit, turns into one. I mean, that might be it, because if they get bit, they get infected. Well, like, half the fortress is infected then, sadly. That's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. A whole lot I can do about it then. I think we're gonna have to just restart. Obviously, we spent a lot of time building, right? So we could reclaim this fortress. Fuck. That is unfortunate, because a lot of us have been bit, because pretty much we've only been fighting were creatures. Fuck. Alright, well, that's what it is then. Just lock everyone up and see who transforms. Yeah, you're not wrong. Not wrong. Oh well, it happens, right? It happens. That's Dwarf Fortress. I'll just, we'll generate another world, maybe, real quick. Pray it's got something in it. And sorry that does take some time, but, again. Actually, our first world we did had a pretty good... Why didn't we keep using that one? There was something wrong with it. I think it's because we just kept getting instantly murdered the second we set foot outside by birds. That's right, skeleton birds killed us every 2 seconds. Yeah, we couldn't even, like, get digging initially. So that's unfortunate. Oh yeah, and then we had zombies. Yeah, that was a rough start too. Let's see if the other world we have has some sort of area that we can use. I have another one generated, I think. Could always go with the crazy start, where you start with like 4 miners, suboptimal in some ways, but it lets you... Region 2. Let's check this one real quick, see if we have an embark location. I can't remember if we do or not. Yeah, I'll just stay up a little later for you guys then, you know, because it does, like, it's not spending like 40 minutes doing this. Normally I do it, you know, before stream. It's just I didn't expect us to die right away. So what is the answer to where creatures then, aside from just don't let them in? You know, that's obvious. Kill them from range. Okay, let's check here. So high savagery, high evil. Let's turn it down to medium savagery, because I think I did high and I didn't get anything. So let's try it this way. So no, yes, 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 yes. I don't care about soil actually. I mean, soil's nice, but we'll see what we get. It looks like high evil is actually going to be the issue here. Shouldn't take us too long to check everything though. Medium savagery. Yeah, well, the thing is, I'd rather have high evil than high savagery if I had to make a pick between the two, because evil is brutal. I like that. I love how punishing evil is. But you know, if I do have to make a choice, if we have to go high savagery, medium evil, that's okay too. But I don't feel as challenged. Hard to say though. You can get some pretty nasty stuff either way. And that looks like a no. Come on, that last little bit of land. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, a partial candidate. Okay, well, it's got high evil but low savagery. On a glacier. Maybe not what we want. Do we do the glacier? Fuck. Glacier is an interesting start, to say the least. Alright. Let's try doing... Okay, well... I hate aquifers, I really do. But let's turn aquifer on and see if we can get what we're looking for then. Try that. Maybe the aquifer was the problem. Maybe the world's just too wet. The only reason I hate aquifers is, like, they don't... I find they don't add anything to the game. They just slow you down. But you can work around them. Okay. Bing bada boom, we got somewhere. I'm just gonna cancel this early. Check it out. Okay, so there's a river in a huge area. We're in the middle of, like, a giant, creepy sort of thing. The Spine of Sweating. It's a terrifying... something. It's a terrifying mountain? Okay, there you go. It's a mountain. There's some shallow metals on the top left. I have to remember that. And there's a small, furious jungle as well. I can make that work. Actually, you have to build on mountains and hills. Yeah. Well, let's see what that looks like. We're not going to go with this, actually. If you look at our neighbors, we only have dwarves and elves. So that's unfortunate. This probably would have been okay. But I won't play the game unless I have at least goblins. Like, I don't like not having the invasion phase. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we can start a war with the elves. But it's not as exciting as just, like, unprovoked, like, goblins just coming to attack you. See if we get a second tick. Again, sorry about this. I always feel really bad. Like, maybe you guys are cool with just hanging out. We can chat about some stuff. What's your favorite game, for example? That's probably a hard one. I don't know if I can answer that. But what is one of your favorite games? What's the game you play a lot recently? What's the last comic you read? Those are cool questions we can talk about. I recently picked up another Kitaro comic. We went to a comic shop in Toronto, and I also picked up Mouse. M-A-U-S. I've really been meaning to read Mouse. Yeah, it's just the one it's looking like. Okay, let's try for the... Was it Medium Savagery? We already did that one. You can try that with the Aquifer, though. Alright, let's try Medium Evil High Savagery. It's worth, you know, it's worth a check. Okay, we can do Medium Evil High Savagery for sure if we take the Aqua. Oh, ding ding. This is kind of central. I don't know if you can see, it's right here. Do you see my mouse? Does that work? This capture mode? Oh, there's tons of places actually. It's awesome. Okay. That is exciting. Lots of options. And we're just taking an evil hit, which again, it sucks, but favorite game is Pikmin 2. Yeah, I like Pikmin. I only played a little bit of Pikmin 2, but I did play a fair amount of the first one. Oh, well, I'll take it off the screen then. It's probably triggering everybody. It's like, can you see the mouse? You can't normally, and then it's like, yes, you can, and I'm just leaving it right here. It's always frustrating. Like, I don't have OCD as much as, man, I don't really feel like I have it. But, you know, I think everyone has, like, a tiny bit of it. But my god, like, when you watch, like, someone's got, like, a Let's Play or whatever, they're, like, doing a stream, they've just got their mouse, like right here. You're just like, Timmy, I'm gonna have to smack your ass. You know what I mean? So we do have a Terrifying. So this area here is actually... I think Terrifying's high evil. So, that's cool. We have a forest. This looks good. Okay, the brook is Ripperdouse. Ah, fuck. Okay, it's just elves. Whereabouts am I on the map? I'm so blind. Oh, okay, there's huge, tons of areas to check out here. Alright, let's go looking for somewhere with not just dwarves and elves. There might be one. Oh, right, let's head up on the map. It's humans. This area. Dwarves, humans, elves, and goblins. Okay. It is a tropical ocean. What? Can you build in the ocean? That doesn't seem right. I said no aquifer game. I guess technically an ocean isn't an aquifer, but I mean, you're splitting hairs at that point, I think. Okay, what's this? Untamed Wilds, Badlands, Sand, Clay, Very Deep Soil, which is, it's got uses. Dwarves, Human, Goblins. Yeah, we can make that one work. Let's check up here. We got just dwarves. Right, there's some stuff way down here as well. I just want to... I would like, you know... I'm just being greedy. Dwarves, goblins, humans. Okay. Anywhere here with higher evil? No, eh? Well, you know, that's life. This is a pretty fun spot, actually. Yeah, for me. Untamed Wilds. It's all like shrubland. A pretty sweet spot. The Dreamy Hills. No elves, though. But that's fine. Okay. Yeah. I like it. The Dreamy Hills. And the ocean's running right... Well, the river's running straight through the middle. I think it'd be cool building... I really like... Actually, I like the idea of this. Okay. We're gonna build the river... It's got an aquifer. Son of a fuck. Really? Am I not? Oh, I'm not even remotely on an area it recommended for me. Well, let's see if we can find one here then. We'd love to have the river in the middle. Oh, I can build that though, can I? Okay, so mountains, shrubland. Not a lot of soil. Still got all our good stuff, though. I mean, this sounds really fun, though, like having the river in the middle. We do have goblins. Okay, cool. Prepare for the journey carefully. Yes, I will indeed. Let's go. Let's go for the fun strat, which is triple miner. I mean, it's maybe not the best strat, but it's fun strat. Basically, if you do triple miner, what I recommend doing is Carpenter's going to be good. Is not taking. I normally have like the leader guy, the guy I assign like all the like social skills to in the beginning, just so I know I have one. We're not going to do that. So we have a guy who chops wood. We have a guy who carpents wood. That seems good to me. Definitely want to have the super doctor. So diagnosing, you don't really need. This just speeds it up, but I just like having a tick in it, so it does at the beginning. Wound dressing, surgeon, bone doctoring, surgery, and what do we make them a little bit better at? Okay, we're not dealing with evil as much, so I'm going to say we're probably going to have a lot of things to suture. A lot of piercing, probably. Mason. Yeah, Mason's good. But no, I normally have like one guy who is literally just like Mr. Leader. Okay. So, put herself in a pickle. We need a farmer. So what we do, we're going to have... This guy's, of course, a grower and a brewer. Very important. We're going to have the woodcutter take up masonry. Well, let's think about this. Realistically, yeah, I think we have the woodcutter take up masonry. Seems perfectly reasonable. So triple miners. One of these guys, there's a lot to be said for giving them crafting. I think we'll be okay doing it this way, though. Do we take any combat skills? No. Fuck no. That's not how we roll. We'll just embark with tons of good stuff. That sounds good. So we need a third copper pick. We only need one battle axe. Okay, the anvil's fine. I feel confident about trading for the anvil here, actually. Nevertheless, way more plump helmet spawn. So I'm close to a correct number game. 50 will do. 2 female dogs, 1 male dog. Hopefully they don't get killed in the beginning. Oh, we need some trimming down of this stuff. Crutches, no. Splints, no. Buckets, definitely no. Like, because I can make this stuff pretty easy. So I don't really need to start with it. I just take the splints and the crutches because I will forget. Like 100% I will forget. Let's go for male cat. The way around. And let's start with some sort of a chicken. I like chickens. Nah, I like ducks. And then the Canadian in them is get those freaking geese, dude. You're right. Let's get 4 geese, 2 ganders. I forget what a female goose is called. It's something weird. Looks good to me, though. Let's go do the food cheese, which is our favorite. Borrowed's probably like tuning in like, what the heck? You're still starting over? Like, you're always starting over. Why do you keep dying? Well, listen, Borrowed. Let me tell you some shit. Sometimes, whoa, lion meat. That's a little too expensive for my blood. Pangolin meat. Oh god, they're going extinct. Oh well. We'll survive. Chimpanzee meat? Sure. Like I give a damn. Okay, I don't need 3 quivers. That's cool though. I didn't know you could start with quivers. Ropes don't need them a bit actually. Bags. Problem is you do need this stuff for surgery, so we'll keep it. So there were some extra plump helmets. They're pretty useful. Start with a little extra cave lobsters. Now I'm wondering, do we just do it anyway? Do we just have our miners be like hammer? I think if you use a mining pick in melee, it counts as hammer for hammer dwarf. I think so. Maybe we just make our miners like super good wrestlers. So if I have them like fight people, they just like frickin' Randy Orton slithering in. Seems fun. Does it seem like a good idea? There. Figure it out. Seems good though. All this stuff. Do we start with wood and do the wood shack strat? That's what it was me, the little safety cage. That's my strat. You can copy if you like though. It's pretty good. Chimpanzee kidneys. Why not? Sure. Those kind of things. I think so. If we're gonna do the wood strat, let's not take these quivers. As much as it truly pains me to do so. Doesn't bother me that much, actually. I'm gonna lie. The wood. What sounds good? Cashew wood? I'd rather not. Fungi wood. That's fine. 13. I think I need a lot more than 13 if we put a roof on. So I need 9 for sure. That's fine, we'll be able to chop down a tree. This applies to the females in particular. Okay, cool. I did know about goslings and ganders. Now let's do my favorite part here. Beast Kobold. No, game. You have to give me a really... Fatal Mine? Yeah, that sounds like us. Name the group the Cave of Calming. Welcome to Fatal Mine. That sounds like a Cave of Calming. Is that what we like? I think it sounds pretty good. All this, yeah, whatever. I have 2 points. Oh shit, guys. Game's telling me I could buy another thing of beer. Sure. It's one more dwarven ale for the road. Let's get out there, and we'll of course rename these guys as you do.
We have arrived at our...
We have arrived! Oh boy! I don't think any dwarves are Irish. It's more what I think of halflings and kenders and stuff like that. You have arrived. My god, do I always love this opening or what? After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek is finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost to the glory of all Enamban. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance. With my bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You're expecting a supply caravan just before winter. But it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodging. Ere the giant dingoes get hungry. Ah, fucking dingoes! New chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place. Or is that a weird fucking name we have? Odrozavas. Fatal Mine. Strike the earth. Uh-oh! Triggered! This was all blood and death, and we made a hospital, but it just became the place where people go to die when they get bit by werewolves. But I mean, we had good intentions. I think. Probably. That's really cool. So, if a werewolf... Okay, so a werewolf bites you, you turn into a werewolf. Or whatever kind of... It was were-lizards, but either way. If a vampire bites you, what happens? Turn into a vampire? Is Dwarf Fortress gonna do that to me? Look, it might. Okay, well, immediately I see stuff like... Yep, hematite. I can turn that into iron. These are gems. It is mudstone. It is neither mud nor a stone. It is mudstone. What the fuck? What's wrong with this brook? It's frozen? Oh god, how cold is this place? What time of year is this? Early spring. I suppose that's reasonable. The brook's frozen, though. This looks super cool, though. I like this. Hell yeah. There's no trees here. What do we have on the map currently? Nothing. Okay. Let's chop some trees. Get that going. Trees are here. Canadian Spring. Flowing water is frozen. Yeah, well, it's a brook, not a river, Bard. Everything comes to an end. Okay, well, let's start chopping the world. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. This is what I want to do this time. I want to build my fort in such a way that the river not only is the moat, but also the middle of it. I think that just sounds really cool. And man, like, what is that? A mudstone boulder. Like, the trees are all the way on the far side from us. Are there any trees up here? Yes! Okay, we'll go for those trees instead. Screw all this, actually. Sorry. I'm not walking that far. I ain't got time for it. That feel a lot safer. Okay, tons of huge trees here. That'll keep you busy. So I don't think we need to build the safety cage just yet. I think we just start digging. Let's just get digging, get things set up. Yeah. Always prepare. The trader's going to be built in here. Let's go ahead and smooth that out. I think that'll be fine. Okay, and we'll dig something like this. How much room? Okay, I have a fair amount of room to expand down. So we will. That's great. Somebody disassemble the wagon. That'd be cool. 3 miners, we should be able to make a pretty short work of this. We're actually going to go ahead and remove the upstairs, downstairs ramps in this area. Just for a little bit of extra early game safety. Nice. Let's get rid of those as well. Brook is 4 tiles wide. If a dwarf occupies a tile, that means the brook would be at least, what, 4 meters across, 12 feet? Talking about dwarven feet or people feet or... What are you talking about, bro? I got time for math like that. You think I am a dwarf? Actually, do dwarves do math, or is that like elf shit? I feel like dwarves don't do math. They're way too cool for it, ultimately. Okay, first thing we want is this. So the cool thing about mudstone is you can actually get stones out of it, as silly as that sounds. You get this gypsum stuff. Oh no, this is gypsum. I was gonna say, you get like mudstone or something. But it's like a stone. But I think you can build farms on it? No, you can't. Okay, so mudstone is not cool. I guess we're digging the gypsum there. I don't know. I just want to get this initial stockpile up and running. Because once you get your first stockpile, like, then you just start feeling like a lot safer about things. I will build the trade depot right now, because we have some dwarves sitting around doing nothing. Sounds good. We could wall this off fairly easily. I think there's a lot to be said for doing that. Wall it off? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Cool. Yeah, we got tons of wood now. I mean, this is like super, like, I'm scared of the world and I'm a child and please don't let the night terrors get me. Strat, which maybe I don't need, but maybe everything I just said is applicable and I should just be playing it safe. So we're gonna, just in case, you know. Seems good. Which means I can actually go ahead and build my carpenter's workshop out here and not feel too bad about it. Which means I didn't need to bring all that fungi wood, but I did anyway, and I don't care, I guess. We'll figure it out. So we could build a farm plot outside. Problem is, you can't farm mushrooms outside, as you maybe imagine. They require things like darkness and dampness and, you know, all the good stuff that we can't do outside. I'm gonna see. I'm pretty sure Mudstone, you're supposed to be able to build farm plots in. I think some of this is Mudstone. Oh, you really can't, eh? Oh, you're breaking my balls, game. Breaking my balls. I don't appreciate it. The balls are not there to be broken. Mudstone turns in the shale over time? Oh, cool! Okay. That's interesting. Well, we gotta figure out the soil problem then. Technically this is... it's all mudstone. Huh. How about this? That's sand. Well, if we get over there, we can build a farm. I mean, that's a thing. Some nice wooden doors here. So we're not actually going to have the trade depot able to work if I do this. Let's do it for now. Okay, let's do the super early game crazy person strategy. And everyone's like, isn't that every strategy? Alright, alright. This is a place of peace and sanctuary. Don't just go throwing out words like that. You could. You're allowed. But I'm just saying, don't. We'll be fine. I'm just going to check up here real quick. Just see if any of this is usable to me for the purpose of farming. If not, we'll turn it into something later. I'm going to do it this way, actually. So we don't have a mechanic currently. Oh yeah, we're going to name everybody. Well, let's go ahead and do that. So, Necro-Skidder is always our carpenter or woodcutter, and I can't remember which. But we're going to make him the carpenter. Sorry if that wasn't what it was. Necro-Skidder. Oh, I'm just going to use... I don't really use Dwarf Therapist for the reasons why most people use it, but I do definitely use it for naming people. It's just so much easier. Let's get user 9317. Let's get Iglick. Let's get Mr. Origami. I borrowed be our doctor. To your man of making workshops out the ass as well. Yeah, yes, I often make workshops out my ass. I just find it efficient. That makes sense. I'm just gonna get Edge out of the way right now because I do forget about that poor guy. And let's eat my ferret. Why not? He's a good guy. I like Cat Snake. Didn't look at the wiki long enough. Mudstone transitions in the shale over time IRL. Oh, and Dwarfort is just crap. Well, that's life, right? Life is a bunch of crap. It is a crap sandwich filled with boxes of chocolate crap. So who's not doing anything currently? Okay, the carpenter, the woodcutter. Oh, the woodcutter. Perfect. Eat my ferret. You have transitioned to a full-fledged... You're a mason too, aren't you? Oh, yeah. I want you doing masony things. The doctor. Well, he's not doing anything right now. Go ahead and be a mechanic. That's kind of stuff I need right now. Alright. think I can get away with deleting this wall. I think so anyway. A little risky. Can you make soil just by ash or something? No, what you can do though, so it's super pro strat is, well, you can see the river's actually running now. You can flood a cavern with water, and it'll eventually make it so you can use that as soil slowly over time. It also lets you grow trees underwater or underground, which is cool because they're like mushroom trees. What the fuck was that? Look at these 3 little dwarves just digging all together. Where are my little dwarves? Hinky, Pinky, and Minor. It's actually Igalik User and Origami, but pretty much the same thing. Should have called them Larry, Curly, and Mo. But then when people would get upset that I'm not talking about Shep. Let's build me a bridge. I forget what the bridge button is. Is it T, L, G? Oh, it is G. I think we're gonna make it about this big for my drawbridge. Eventually, none of this is gonna exist. So I don't even need it that big, honestly. Just like that big will be fine. I just need something for right now that'll be a wall. Just in case we get bad things attacking. Like eagles! Could be bad. Thank God we have no children. I want to be Shrep. Oh god, we should have called this place Mudstone. You're from Mudstone, eh? Yeah? What you gonna do about it there, pal? One of the best NPCs ever written in a video game. Tell me more about Scotia. Please, I beg of you. I like it. I like where we're going with this. It just looks pretty cool, actually. Okay. I'll have a main hallway. So this is going to be like the food quarters, essentially. Well, technically... yeah. This is a temporary thing. Because eventually what the plan is going to be is this is actually going to come out straight out of here. I can show you this. It can come straight out of here, and this is where our fortress is going to be built. Maybe not there, but maybe like here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be built on either side of the water, and then have the water wrap around it. Which is cool. And you might say to yourself, well, hang on. That water, you know, this is below, you know, sort of level 1, right? It's true. Hey, Biohazard, how you doing, man? Canadian Lobster Maniac, I'll take it. You tried the new Battlestar Galactica game? No. Although, I'm on not too bad terms with Slytherin. I could always ask them about that. Is it good, though? I got a funny story about Battlestar Galactica in my history with it, but anyway. Endless Space 2's on sale. That is tempting, dude. I'll be honest with you. I did like Endless Space 1 quite a bit. Not a perfect game. Combat was a little derp, but they captured a lot of the, like, grand space feel that I wanted. You know what I mean? Food quarters, not to be confused with food quarters, because then you're eating metal. True. Yeah, you're not wrong there, bro. Let's go ahead and build myself a lever. Thunk-a-thunk. Let's squirrel it away. Well, we'll put it right out in the open, actually. Here in the hallway, I think. So, Battlestar Galactica is... everyone knows what it is, right? It is a space opera. I've never seen it. I was aware of the original series when I was younger. Never watched it, though. And you know, everyone talks about, like, everyone and their mom has seen. Believe we need an architect is our problem right now. So we'll make Bard our architect as well. He's a Ponzi noble. Well, I've never seen it. The remake, which, like, again, everyone's seen it. And actually, my aunt cousin, she's like a cousin, like, once removed, but she's the generation above. It's a bit confusing. But I've seen her a lot. My cousin Marilyn. She's actually in it in a few episodes. Still never watched the new one. But I have played the board game put up by Fantasy Flight. And I first played that, I think, 4 years ago or something like that. Fell in love with it. Really got into the characters, into the lore, into the setting, just by playing this board game. And it actually caused me to go out and like buy the entire series, like off Kijiji. So I have it, like all the seasons. I believe there's 5 or something. Either way, I have them all. I still haven't watched it though. I watched like the first episode and I was like, oh, it's kind of cool, like the pilot. But it's one of those things like normally Kaylin and I sit down to watch like a sci-fi series together. So just never got around to it. I may just close this off. I think what we're going to do... So we currently have all our stuff right here. It's for the most part safe. We're just going to go ahead and put a stockpile only for wood. So if you're a dwarf and you're being dumb and you're not doing anything, just go haul some wood. And the miners, I'm going to take off hauling wood. Because the miners have enough wood. They have enough to do. And, you know, mining's a hard job, so why give them wood? Probably. Oh, good. Yeah, we're going to be able to use all of this. That's excellent. So there's our farming industry. Super stoked about that. Nice. Well, let's get a refuse pile then set up. Right here. No, we're going to do the airlock system. Do it here then? Sure. So, door, space, door. Technically, I could do 2 space. Something like this. Will be fine, I think. Does that look good? Ish. 1, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 5. I mean, that, yeah, that's really how you do that then. If you are looking for a sci-fi series, though, I always recommend my favorite, Babylon 5. Incredible. Oh, but speaking, yeah, so I saw the game. I haven't played it or anything like that, but I did see it. And my only thoughts on it are... What? Like... it seems like a weird game to come out now. Sort of far after the show's popularity, but also like I don't understand what they're going for per se. Like if you go with Star Wars or something, that has like tons of iconic vehicles, you know, and then it's got the expanded universe as well, right? But like tons of iconic ones just in the shows, you know. Star Trek, same sort of deal. But Battlestar Galactica, it's like, okay, name your favorite Battlestar Galactica ship. The Viper? Cool. And? You know what I mean? Okay. And I only know that from the board game, but like, you know, you've got the battle, like you've got the Galactica itself. You got the Pegasus. You've got like the Cylon ships. There's not too many of them that kind of look the same. I'm sure there's like some out there, maybe from the original series or maybe from the expanded universe, but I'm just going to say I assume most people don't know of them. So, we're actually going to build a mason's workshop as well, because I haven't done that, and I should do. I could build it indoors, but, you know, I'm a rebel, I do what I want. I'm really tempted to close this drawbridge and just send those frickin' oxen flying, but I know that would be a terrible mistake and I would end up regretting it at some point. I don't currently, but I would. That seems good. So we got trade access, which is nice. And we got a cute... Look how fast I'm building this. I'm getting so much better at this game. And I was already pretty good at it. It's just I think I was rusty. But now I'm like... What? Dwarf Fortress? Don't even try me, bruh. So eventually we're going to be expanding our fortress in this sort of direction. We're probably going to be moving it more central. But either way, I need all these trees chopped down. Can't have any of those trees here. They're just in my way. I really shouldn't be cutting the ones across the river. I don't think dwarves are likely to drown going across a brook. But it also is a little bit more dangerous, especially with some eagles running around. But it's hard knock life, boys. Oh yeah. Set up a little sleeping area. Necroskitter, Masterpiece Fungi Wood Bed, sure. Take some of that, absolutely. Where do we make the little sleeping quarters? I kind of like the idea of it being here. Well, there's the lever. Having it indoors is a good thing. Hard to say. The dwarves can walk across brooks, but I mean, they can also be stupid. And if a dwarf can be stupid, it will be stupid. It's always just a question of when. And currently our entire everyone is sleeping, and you are no longer on wood hauling. You lucky bastard. You've been taken off the case. In fact, I'm probably going to be getting rid of that stockpile soon. But a food stockpile here. Because, again, like, food stockpile is much more important, so I don't really care about the wood. The wood was just something that passed time, so we didn't have as many people sitting around doing nothing. Still have a fair amount. Should probably dig and go get some real stone, honestly. Well, let's go ahead and set up our really crappy barracks for now. Okay, let's go back to that thing that I always talk about doing, segregation. We're going to separate the... Just kidding, guys, but we're going to separate the farmers from the rest of the dwarves. So farmers are going to live here in the mud, the dirt, and the crap. So let's build their little barracks right off here. I kind of want to build it somewhere where I can still, like, smooth it. So we'll build it closer to this, I think. Yeah, that'll be fine. So this will be our initial little room. How do I do this? Do we just do the bedrooms to start? Do we just start with bedrooms? Because it won't take us long. We got 3 miners. And then drown in 3 inches of water. Yes. Yeah, true. Okay, let's just set up bedrooms. We're probably not going to have too many farmers. Endgame, I'm hoping 200, 250 dwarves. 10 farmers in total. So that'll be enough for our initial sort of group. So we can go ahead and set that up. Farmers are going to get... Let's vote, guys. Do farmers get crap rooms or, like, okay rooms? You know what I mean? Like, do they get the lowest tier? I think they should be 1 up, right? Because the lowest should just be the people that only haul. And, like, smooth floors. Like, just garbage, right? So we'll give them something decent, I guess. They'll get, like, you know, real rooms, air quotes. Miners obviously get the best rooms, unbiased. Well, miners shouldn't be sharing rooms with anyone, so... No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, absolutely. I think, honestly, miners are usually... I treat them, like, next to royalty. I think they're very important. And the people I treat better than miners are soldiers. Because in Dwarf Fortress, it's, like, so easy to die. So, you know, if you're gonna be the guy that dies, may as well get paid something for it. Do I go for symmetry or asymmetry here? I'm a fan of asymmetry. I do like it. I think we do this. Change of plans. We're gonna do it this way. That's fun. Do this internal again, and then this one as external. Seems nice, yeah. So this is going to be our initial barracks. People are going to have actual rooms here, but ultimately that's going to be ended up for our miners in the late game. Mason's workshop. We get some doors. So what I'd like to do though, like super late game, like once you hit like 100 dwarves, I'd like to have like 10% of the people like just on hauling, and I don't just use them for like, okay, go pick up the wood and make sure our stockpiles are full. I actually use them for like hauling everything. Like I cart stone with like wheelbarrows, like all the way from the deep down mines to like right beside the workshops and stuff like that. Because it's way easier to move stuff with a wheelbarrow, but also it makes more sense for someone to be bringing stuff up to your crafts dwarves than your crafts dwarves like wasting all their precious time walking. Like, could you imagine walking? I don't know. A little unfortunate we didn't start with a second farmer. I normally do, but I normally do a few things different. And I'm really happy with the 3 miner approach. It's helping a lot with the early game. Cart stone, cart dirt, cart ore, cart dwarves. Bring out your dead. Yeah, those people are the low tier, right? Like those are the ones that don't really deserve anything. Like a bedroom for one of those guys literally just looks like this. That's it. They get a bed and they get a door. You know, that's all you get. But our farmers are going to get a bed, maybe a chest to put their little farmer crap in. Maybe like a little shelf. Be nice, eh? Little shelf. Then you start getting up to like the important people, and they have like the whole fucking dining room in the room. And then you get people that are so important they get a whole nother room just for their like dining room, right? That's always, what the hell am I looking at here? Okay, it is cotton. Grass, I guess. I don't know. Can I harvest that? There's no way, right? I want to believe, though, I can harvest all this. I didn't think so. If I could harvest, like, cotton just from the ground, like, that'd be unreal. Looks like it's popcorn season, boys. Prison Architect, the Fortress. Yeah, that's how I like to run it. I could just make wooden doors for the farmers. That'll be fine. Did I make all the beds? Yeah, okay, we got enough beds. So yeah, I'll just make wooden doors then. Doesn't really matter. But we are making rock. Right, because the guy who makes the mason is not the same as the mechanic this time around. That's nice. Okay, well, let's get some barrels. We're gonna need that for our farmers. Stuff to put seeds in and whatnot. Excellent. We're gonna put pigtails here. Important to get cloth production up at some point. Got our couple doors we have right here, just so we don't have to... That's not wrong! I really was gonna use that for the... refuse stockpile. Shit. We can do this. Have this be the refuse stockpile. That'll be fine. Oh, hey. Okay. Do we make a proper airlock for it? Yeah. So that'll be the refuse stockpile then. This will be some other random room. Not sure what. For food storage, maybe. But so door. Yeah, that'll be good. Stuff all our refuse there. Let's go ahead and get a rate queued up just so I can get one going so I don't forget, because I will. I always do. So I think what we're going to do is wait until winter to start digging the moat. Technically, we could just dig it normally and then do the floodgate. But I think if we dig it in the winter, then I don't have to worry about making mistakes. Because I will make them, so. Great, let's get our beds. I think we're going to keep up with the sort of asymmetry idea and do it like that. I'll show them out of beds. Beds! Wanna get started on the beds first? Thank you. Technically, you don't have to promote them that way anymore. You can just do the N key, which is a priority order, which is great. I love the fact they added that. It's just, I'm like old school Dwarf Fortress, so I never remember. I actually really like the idea of stripping this wall out. Just having that kind of raised, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. For now, it's okay. Oh, I know what we do. We use this for the still. That's gonna look great, actually. Perfect. Is that still a little bit too far away? Maybe. It's probably better we put the kitchen there, actually, and put the still, like, right... Well, no, because they haul it down here anyway. We could put the still something like this. I think, actually, that's a really good idea, because that also gives the farmers, like, a much easier access into this room. You know, should they need. Just to be safe on pathing, it's actually better if I do something like this. Let's see if the still's going to be okay. So which of those tiles are impassable? Is the dark green impassable? I believe that's how that works. So that should be completely fine, actually. If I'm wrong, we'll find out, because they'll never walk that way, and then I'll be like, well, that's kind of weird. Well, we need to hook this up, actually, to a bridge. Yep. Perfect. Once you're done here, I want you working on cages, so we can get up our early cage traps. Because I'm all about that. All about that life. Cage trap life, so we got sacrifices? Yes, please. I wonder if Toady ever patched that. I hope he didn't, because that's my favorite thing in the game. But if he did, you know, whatever. I'll find some time to weep after the stream. Okay, let's get some of these doors going. I wonder if dwarves have OCD. Probably. I wonder if it bothers them if I do everything asymmetrical. I don't know. We may never know, actually. It's like the mystery of the Sphinx. Except it's, you know, the mystery of the dwarves. So, it's not quite as exciting as you thought it was going to be. Yeah, we need a lot more doors. What else do I have you building? A grate? That's true. I do need one of those, yeah. I might need two of... No, we can get away with just one. What's my woodcutter doing? Masonry, no doubt. It's fine. Go ahead and be useful. So eventually, 10 miners, right, is the idea. We got 3, we got 6, we got 12. We could do it a whole nother section like this. And I think that's how we're going to expand once we do start getting migrants. And the second section, like, I'm gonna have it look exactly the same. It's gonna be like this weird pill shape. And play older Dwarf Fortress games. Yeah, you can do origami. But I mean, like, he's added so many great things. Like, it's not fair to, you know, I don't know. I don't think it's fair to do that. I think it's great what he's added. I just need to catch up. Which means I just need to play the game more. I'm just gonna put a gem stockpile there because a fair amount of gems that we're just gonna like have outside. I'd rather have them inside. You know, little things. I'm actually gonna strip even more of these ramps away. It's minor. I don't super need it gone, but I'm doing it. Got some more doors. 3. That's okay. Let's go ahead and set these rooms. Yep. 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 So it's gonna look like technically we're making them too big because I don't have a door there just yet. But it's gonna be okay because once you put the door there, it'll automatically like chop it down. So that is nice though. Eventually, I may get rid of these. The reason I'm putting them there is they kind of look cool.
Summer is here.
Summer is here. I don't know. It's just terrifying every time I hear it, dude. Just reminds me of like System Shock 2 or something, like the whole hacker thing. Was it? I think Xerxes was System Shock 1 actually. I don't remember the name of the computer in System Shock 2. It's weird. Either way, I think I'm gonna put statues in between those just for like a little mood buff as the farmers go walking by. So they can look up to like these grand statues of like military dwarves or the guy who sits in his room all day and does the books. Nerd. But he gets paid more than them, so, you know, they're gonna be jealous, ultimately. Shodan, thank you. I should play System Shock 2 at some point. May I play? Oh, whoa! Hey, who let that slip? Who didn't tell me about that? That's dangerous, guys. We can't just have that ramp there. Shodan's in both? Wasn't it Xerxes or something? What's Xerxes from? Because he was a dude in the first one. I think it's like supposed to be the same computer. Xerxes... Robot? AI? Yeah, Xerxes is System Shock 2, actually. Oh, okay. Ah, dang. Well, there you go. So I was remembering a name, but it was the wrong name. Well, it's the right name, it's just I was thinking of the wrong person. Or AI. It's not really a person, so... Inappropriate dig square. Can't have that. Here, let's go mine these gems real quick. I love this little song when it comes on. Like, look! We've already got to where we were before, basically. Not really, but, you know, whatever. So, that's 1 plus 1. Plus 1. 1 plus 1, and then across, okay. Cool. I don't technically need to build this now, so I have an extra space there. Because I'm a bit silly. I think that's right. And the first one's closest to the... Made a mistake. I mess up. 1 plus 1. 1 1 plus 1. Oh, whoops, that's what I did. Dum, 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 dum. Nice. Yeah, thanks guys. It's so funny, like, how your brain can look at something and not see the problem. This is where origami's gonna be like, alright, you need to get your eyes checked. Yeah, maybe, but... That's not what we're discussing here, origami, alright? I don't need that attitude. Not healthy. I'm not gonna do that and I'll mess it up. Oh, jeez. I think I'm doing this right. I mean, if not, we can always replace it with a wall. That looks good to me. Okay, it is the top. Yes. It's good. How vertical are you going here, Forest? Oh, plutonium, Ca. Ca. I feel like that's something on the periodic table of elements. Good question, though. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Let me just show you real quick. That high. We're gonna have this giant... Well, it was gonna initially be a giant spire. Maybe it still is. Either way, we're going up, 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 because I want to throw people off the top. And then we're gonna have like this grate, like a 3x3 sort of area. And what we're gonna have is, so this 3x3 column with glass surrounding it. I might even have sand, so we might be able to do that actually. Yeah, I do. Cool. So we're gonna have like this giant glass column through like the central portion of the fortress, and we're just gonna like whip bodies off the top down this glass tube. And that are going to smash on the ground on top of a grating, and just all the guts are going to rain down on top of the dining room. Because that's, I mean, that's normal for dwarves. So, you know, I'm not crazy or anything like that, you know. But that's sort of the overall plan. How far we get? Well, you know. Last time we were doing pretty good up until the were-lizards. Constantly kept hitting us, which was fine actually. That wasn't the problem. The problem was I had no idea that once bit, dwarves turned into were-lizards. That was a minor misstep on my part, I'll say that. You know, could have taken some preventative measures, probably. Oh, actually, I need cages. I'd take nickel cages, I'd take Nicholas cages, but right now we just have wood, so if I could get some of those, I would not complain. We're gonna get that grate, so... Man, every time I say great, I just want to say that's great, but like I make that joke every single stream, so I should probably avoid doing it. And we can actually just channel right away, which is nice. That's super convenient. Sweet. Just get rid of these for convenience sake. But we have the opportunity right now. Okay, what the heck is going on here? Cherry flowers. It kind of seems like it's hot. It's a great joke, though. True. What I'm kind of feeling this time, though, is because we actually have the brook going through the center, which I never get that opportunity. So I want to build this sort of fortress here. Like the tower here, and go up. And ideally what we do, so either I'm gonna have the glass column here, like just below the water, or what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna just maybe get some pumps and pump it up. Just pump it up. What is that? Ashley Tisdale or something. Right. And then put it into the brook area. Do you have a bit of coal or lignite on this map? I'm not sure, but we do have enough wood that we can get by for now anyway. And there's always the magma layer way at the bottom. Which, you know, I don't mind going that deep. In fact, I normally do. So I think, do you have brewing? I believe I gave you brewing, yeah. You're just doing the important stuff, which is fine. Okay with that. So far, I'm content with this. What I think I want to do is... I really want to open this up to make this easier. We could start building the tower now while there's not a lot of hostile enemies out there. And just do it out of wood. And that would let me pre-plan the moat. We have the bottom part of our tower made out of wood, though. I don't know. Seems kind of lame. I don't mind going that deep. Get the fuck out of here, bro. It's pretty good, though. I like it, actually. I'm down with it. There are no merchants here, right? I realize, game. I don't know why I was checking there. I was curious about something, but I've forgotten it. Oh, right. I do need a refuse stock. Oh, shit. That's the wrong button. That was almost bad. So right now, should just be hauling and stuff. Some doors. Currently, more doors, please. We'll get tables, chairs, cups, mugs, all that stuff later. Okay. Actually need some cage traps. Now, cage traps are a little bit tricky. See, the thing is, I believe they break pathing somewhat. I'm pretty sure. So I think I can do that, because I think when you put the cage traps in, they actually stop the caravan from going over it. So you have to make sure you still have the 3-tile thing going on. Good night, Mr. Origami. Pleasant dreams and all that. I'm tempted just to take the masonry off and just have our woodcutter go back to wood cutting. Okay, let's get our floor grate going. We'll have our miners... No, I can't. I need more doors. I need a lot more doors. So what do we start mining then? This is... Okay, so this is basically where the fortress is going to be at some point. Probably right about here is where I think is good. Do we pre-plan this? Do we... Like right straight by that. I like that. That's good. Let me put a marker here. I want it... I can actually just build a wall. Right here. So I remember. It'll be fine. So I think we dig down here-ish. Ideally, this is a separate thing. We could use this room for the staircase, actually. I was gonna use that for the kitchen, but I don't need to. Sure, I like that. We have a nice little staircase here. At the top of the crooked roof, symmetry. Yeah, that's fine, bro. I don't really mind. But thank you, though. Let's just make this like a fully fleshed out room. I'm not going to extend the staircase per se. I really just want to get down to the first level and see what we're dealing with. Because if I want this to be my center, which I do. So that's that. So what I want is a 1 tile. I just want to know what's going on here. Because eventually we're going to have the meeting hall, grand hall, etc. here-ish, right? Oh my god, do we have the brook going through the Great Hall? That could be pretty cool. It'd be a bit rough. I don't know about that. Or, Well, we'll see. Either way, for sure we're doing this. Oh, good. Masterpiece cages. Why not, I guess. Something. I just want an idea. Okay, this is sand. Kind of crap. Let's cancel that for now. Actually, we're gonna cancel that. Now I know that. Waterfall in the Great Hall. That's actually, yeah. You can do some pretty interesting stuff by getting a waterfall to splash on your dwarves. If you don't mind killing your FPS, which you will, but you'll do that anyway in Dwarf Fortress, you can get happy moods for that. Great Hall on the second floor, the glass floor to see the brook through. Okay. There's only one reason. Hey, Aeon of Horus 93. That's a pretty cool name, actually. Aeon of Horus. The only reason against that board, this is one thing I find unfortunate about the game, is if you construct a wall instead of having a wall made out of stone just naturally, like, you know, if we mine through it, you can't smooth it, and then you can't engrave it afterwards. And ideally what you want to do is like smooth and engrave the Great Hall so it's worth like $10 billion and everyone goes in it and like shits their pants because like, wow, looks so good. And like, that's great, but you know, mud. Please tell me my entire fortress is not mudstone. I'm gonna cry. How deep do we have to go here? On the plus side, we'll be dropping bodies a very, very long way. There will be quite a time between the bodies falling and hitting the floor. What is that? Holy shit! That's cool. Did we just apples? Because we cut all those apple trees and stuff. That's neat. Oh no, we didn't cut them yet, but that's cool. There's apple there. You can harvest those with a stepladder, but I'm not gonna. It's much easier. Okay, starting. There we go. The proper dwarven layer. How many down do we got to go here? So 1, 2, 3, 7. That is quite the drop. Either way, figure it out. I mean, mudstone is okay for some things. It's not good enough for our dwarves. They deserve better. This sound, like the little music track right there, reminds me a lot of like Star Trek. So here. We could definitely drop this though, and have it go through the Great Hall. I kind of like it. Oh shit. Mistakes were made. Do we do that? What do you guys think? What do you think about? Okay, so how we would do this is a little bit confusing. I'm gonna have to use my my draw command here. Okay, so here's the river. Let's look at this like sideways, right? So here's the river currently. It looks like shit. Let's not ever do that again. Let's try this. So here's the river. This is the Z level 1. What we're gonna do, and so this is Z level 1, and you can walk over top of the river, right? The river ends here. This is Z level, technically, sorry. Let's get real. This is Z level 2. This is Z level 3. Y'all know it's a 3, don't even pretend. Oh, that looks kind of 3. That's 3, that's good. Okay, so this is where the river ends, right? Like, do 1, 2, 3, nothing. What we do is we're going to build our moat, and then Z level, like, I don't know, like 17 or whatever shit, that our Great Hall is going to be on that's actual proper stone. You're going to dig another moat here. See, so it ends 17 and 18. Okay. That's an 8. And to get it from here, we create what is known as a hole. I was gonna come up with a really cool name, and then I was like, that's just a hole. It's literally just a hole. We're just gonna make a huge freaking hole and just drop the water down. And how are we gonna prevent it from flooding, you ask? That's a good question. A floodgate. And we're going to pray that the guy who pulls the lever doesn't fuck up and flood the bottom layers of the fortress. Okay, great. Great plan, everybody. All right. So to do that, this right here, this will be known as ground 0. That is the center of our Great Hall, correct? Ish. The center should actually be about here. Okay, so this is going to be the center. Gotta plan this. Okay, so how big do I like my Great Halls? I like them huge. I like big butts. I also like big Great Halls. It's a well-known vice of mine. Is that too big? Some say yes. I say, can it ever be too big? Love how the music's like swelling up. It's like, oh my god, what have you? Is this too big? You're going insane. No. You can never go insane. Okay. Let's plan this. You know what would be even cooler than everything we're talking about now? If we drop the bodies in the middle of the river. Maybe a terrible idea. Let's just relax on that one. We'll think about it. Okay. So this is the official entrance right there. So what I like to do, y'all know, I like my double doors. Not to be confused with Dumbledore's, because they're still alive. Rip. Either way. So we do this. River comes right through here. So this is going to be a channel. This is our man-made or dwarven-made river. Okay. Do we just have that one deep? Yeah, you just want it one deep so your dwarves don't drown because they're stupid. It's probably for the best. Alright. Make sure we properly all these. I'm not saying this will be the center of our entire fortress, but it may be. So I want to keep that open. Now what we did last time is we were going to build a staircase. These are great halls of great holes. We're at the Great Hall. Oh god, what? So what we were thinking last time is this column that you drop things down with the glass. And it would be really cool if you made the central staircase for everything go up from that. But that doesn't make sense if we're putting this in the middle of our Great Hall. It just doesn't make sense to have that be... I mean, yeah, we can drop bodies here. That's not a problem. But it doesn't make sense for that to be where we have the central staircase. So we could put it down here, which makes it a lot more convenient for the the farming class. We could always go with option 2, which is we have a staircase. For example, this will be a hallway. We could have a staircase off of this hallway. Like this, you know what I mean? And, it's not gonna work. We need to back a couple more. So something like that. This should be fairly safe here. So we could have this be a staircase and then have a similar thing on this side. So what's that? It's like 3? So that's, I think, 2, 3. Let's check. So I did that right. Yeah, okay. I think that to me sounds pretty good. I like it anyway. So to that end, this of course will be extended. Cool. We have 3 miners, so we should be able to power through all this pretty quickly. Sorry for spending so much time, like, unfortunately you can't, like, do this planning unpaused.
Ah, migrants.
Ugh, migrants, I know the pain.
Oh, that didn't sound lecherous, did it?
But I mean, there is, to me, a lot of joy in setting up a crazy fortress. Having insane stuff. When I go in the Dwarf Fortress, unfortunately it's a lot like my life. Delusions of grandeur, or grandeur, prefer to be French. Great dreams, but unfortunately you're far too unfocused. You just try and do everything. It's sad, but it's reality, man. Either way, the important thing is we're trying here. Is that those doors? Yeah, I guess those are doors. They're just black as all hell. Alright? Not that there's anything wrong with having black doors. But it, you know, they just look weird. The map. Alright, more of this stuff. Check. So it looks like we only got 2 migrants this time, which is okay. Don't really need those beds, I don't think. No. I don't know, we got 3. I'm just gonna... I'd like to give it a minute, just wait. See how many migrants we actually got. See, now we're up to 5. I did want these barrels, but I changed my mind. Need more cages. Get all these traps. So as you can see here, yeah, the cages are blocking the wagons. So you have to be really careful with your cage trap setups. But we do have cage traps this time, set up already. Just want to double check that they can still fit through that. I just worry about the turning. Yep, we're good. Okay. Sweet. Looks like we got 5 migrants. Let's go ahead and load up Dwarf Therapist. Sorry you guys can't see it this time. But I don't use it for anything except for naming people anyway. So let's go ahead and we have a... Okay, looks like we have... a Novice Engraver and Novice Mason. Not incredible. That's okay. We can have Aeon of Horus potentially impress me with his engraving skills at some point. We have a Farmer, looks like? No, a Tanner, a Dyer, and a Gelder. That sounds like military duty. If you come to my frickin' fortress with really shitty skills, guess what? You're gonna die. So that'll be Plutonium CA. Let's go be the start of our military. We have a competent speaker, musician, poet, dancer, keyboardist, singer, stringed instrument, wind instrument, and percussionist. That also sounds like someone who is going to be in the military. Hey, Iglik. Use your massive internal moat to power something? I like the idea of that. We have a great musician, teacher, poet, competent crossbowman. Sure. Fish dissector. Why not? I don't see any reason not to have all those wonderful traits all together. Let's get Ninjaficated. That's a great name. Technically, Ninja's going to lead the army because he's actually got some skill in it. Right here. Another fish cleaner, butcher, thresher, cook. Cook! Could be useful. Butcher, yeah, we could make things like that work. Valintisti 92. Cool. Was that everybody? Let's go ahead and apply. I think so. I don't think I missed anybody. Oh, I got 2 Iglicks. Heck? There's a child here called Iglick. Oh, right, because I already had Iglick. Oh, the child is that frickin' super poet. Or, anyway. Like that Yonan 82. I normally like to name the children dumb stuff. How old is he? 3 years old. No, I'm sorry, this is Goblin Bait. If you're a child, you just get to be dead. Don't worry, Yonan. Let's add some worth to your fortress. Yeah, engraving is great. It's pretty good. Let's get this door. It's my last door, unfortunately. And what is this door made out of that is just so shit? Apparently mudstone. Citron. Oh, it's wood doors. Explains it. Looks so weird. Let's go ahead and create our first squad here. They are archers. The Waxy Irons. That's okay. I'm gonna keep going until we get something better. The Plans of Mining. Not bad. Copper Clashes. I've seen that one before. It's classic. Silvery Relics. I've seen that a lot too. Tin Papers. That's an interesting one. Problematic Constructs. Picks of Marking. Oh, come on. Give me a super good one. The Urns of Discovery. The Safe Metals. Safe Metals sounds like a rock band. I'm down. Okay, so who were we going to put here? One of these guys is actually decent at shooting. Right. Balin and Ninja, because they're fish guys. Ninja was the guy who could shoot, right? Yeah. Right now we'll just put Balin and Ninja in here. So Ninja and Balin. Our first 2 military dwarves. We can temporarily make our woodcutter go cut wood instead of masoning. I may do. And Horace, you're an engraver and a mason, yeah. Let's go ahead and do that, actually. Eat my ferret. I know you're a good mason, but for right now, we're going to take you off. You're going to chop these trees for me. Actually, I changed my mind. Why don't you stay on that? And we'll actually, let's start smoothing all the stone. It'll be fine. It's awkward. Yeah. All this, please. Sadly, some of this is sand. It's a bit janky once you get in the sand territory. Either way. Nice. There's a lot to be said for not smoothing any of the walls in sand. I think it'll be okay. And then if I find somebody not to... Oh yeah, our other farmer. That's right. Do actual farming for me. That'd be sweet. Farming in fields. That'd be great. And probably just that, honestly. We'll put you on butchery just in case I think of it. Oh, wood burning. That's a good one. Because I will totally forget the wood burning thing. And nice. Our mining is happening. So what you kind of want to do is you want to have people with low skill just smooth everything. And that's going to level up their stone detailing. And then they can engrave things with super nice engravings. You really don't want to engrave anything until you have people that are like high quality engravers. So just level them up. Stone detailing like the entire fortress. It increases the worth, that's just a good. There's no reason not to. Might as well get this done, I guess. And increasing the worth of your fortress, of course, means you get more dwarves. So it's, it's just all around good. It's just a good thing. job is wood burning. Dwarf proceeds to run around hurling insults at apple trees. I love how it played. Oh, so to anyone that doesn't know, that is the death sound. That is the sound it makes when a dwarf is found dead. And it just played that because Borrowed became the expedition leader. And if that isn't ominous, and if that doesn't spell, well, really bad things, I'm now slightly concerned about the leadership here. I'll say that much. Either way. Well, look at you go. And you are just detailing everything. Okay, we're out of plump helmet spawn. That's probably good. Let's start queuing up all the brewing then. We should have a good amount of food. Low on drink. Means we start needing barrels. Super Masons who go around making statues themselves, making the statue of themselves, making the statue. Yeah. Hey, Trissy Lion, welcome back. I wouldn't elect me. Yeah, that's true. I don't know, because I didn't give you any social skills either. Like, oh, well, you are a doctor, I guess. And apparently you know how to play a stringed instrument a little bit. Nice. Okay, so we're going to go down here. We're going to put the noble class on the north side of the fortress. Eventually they will live primarily upstairs. For right now, though... Alright, this is going to be the Great Hall. Let's extend this out. Because... we don't get the Great Hall extended out. Oh shit, I almost in there. 2, 3. It's not quite right. Right? 2. Is that good? Okay, the doors go there. Right? Yeah, the doors go here, so we're okay. Yeah, that's right. So that's fine, that's fine. That looks good. Yeah, I should have done it up here, actually. So that's the doors for it. Right? The door to get in. Yes. Okay. Good. But anyway, we're gonna start planning for our broker and our expedition leader to have a nice area. Of course, we actually really need to get into planning out our military dwarves. So they're also gonna have a nice area eventually. But for right now, we just need a small barracks for them where they can practice in peace. And we're going to make that right here, so they're, you know, pretty close to the entrance of our stuff. I think that makes a lot of sense. I need to mine those gems at some point anyways. Could be a good reason to do that. I think we'll... here, double door. So we'll come in. We're going to have the ammo stockpiles on this side, the beds on this side here, and then this will be the firing range, which will be fine. And then what we can actually do, we can do some pretty cheeky stuff. We could... yeah, we'll do that for now. That'll be our... no. I know, I love Dwarf Fortress. Snow Beast with the boiling blood? Oh god, that sounds incredible, Trissy. Please, do tell. It is one of my favorite things about Dwarf Fortress is, of course, the story. I'm really into, like, narrative games, right? That's a me thing. I'm actually going to promote this, because I do want I want brewing drinks to happen before farming when we get to the point where need seeds. But another game I really, really like for that is Stalker. He melted himself the moment he spawned. Nice. He's made us know. But yeah, the Stalker games, like, there are so many stories coming out of the game. It's definitely one of my favorites. Annoying, there's actually iron there. I'm gonna want to mine it at some point, but... Hey, Tertia Cyrenaica? I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry, bud. Feel free to yell at me. That's right, yeah, of Stream, not a Dwarf Fortress, no. I probably have about... Well, I mean, on stream, I probably only have about 20 days of Dwarf Fortress. But I have, like, bazillions more in my youth. And by my youth, I mean, like, high school, like, end of high school. Stuff like that. So, like, a long time ago, but, like, I wasn't actually that young, nor am I now. No, I'm far too old. I'm not going to bother setting up that yet. Fields are fine. Oh, what we do need to set up, though. Some doors. Let's start getting some chairs and stuff, because people are going to eventually start complaining. And probably more cages. Just check. How are these doing? These are all set. I believe the tiki... Yeah, so the light green ones are set, and the dark green ones have not yet been set. Or have not been set yet, if you'd rather say it that way. Either way. Eventually, this is all, like, iron as well, so we're going to have to tear all this up. But who really cares if this ends up looking nice, because it's, like, for the farmers. They're probably not going to be able to afford it anyway. So we get the Dwarven economy kicking, which I do. Some people like playing without the Dwarven economy. I love it. I just love how dumb that is. Like, so the fact that dwarves, like, struggle to pay their bills and stuff, I find it hilarious. Does that make me a bad person? I don't really care, actually, but probably does. I think... Do I want this channel one more deep? Like, I don't really know. Leave it for now. Does Brawler split a griffin's head with one hand chop? That's pretty cool. A lot of the combat is, like, hilarious for stories, especially in adventure mode, where that's, like, the main focus. And you, like, wrestle people, and you, like, stab them with, like, your spear, and then you, like, twist it and, like, rip out their guts and stuff like that. There's a lot of fun. Or just swinging anything around as a weapon, because why not? It's also a lot of fun. I got a stockpile space there. Could be stockpiling something in this little area. What do we do? Not furniture. Finished goods. That makes a lot of sense. Not really. Actually, I lied. It makes sense to have that next to the craft door. Nothing really I want here. Leather, I guess. Leather and cloth. Eventually we'll want this in a different spot, but for now... Sheets. I don't really know what sheets are, but put them there as well. So we have a stockpile for them. We really need to set up our crafting quarters. Okay, so I'm thinking... Okay, farmers are in the south half of the map, right? We're using this as the divide. The brook is going to differentiate the goods from the bads. Eventually the nobles are all going to be, like, raised far, far above us or something like that, living in glass towers. But in the meantime, to the south, do we have craft dwarves and farmers? To the north, the military, the nobles. And then sort of in the middle, in the mud, is where you have all the people that just haul stuff. I kind of like that. I think that's going to be fine. So if that is the case, craft dwarves are going to be set up down here. Which we may as well set the workshops on the same level as the Great Hall, We could do it one beneath. Doesn't really matter too much. Ooh, gems. I want those. I guess it makes sense not to be running past all the workshops on, you know, when you're trying to eat and stuff. Yeah, and they're literally divided, every day reminded that they cannot head towards the nobles, because the nobles and the military live on the other side of the brook, which is right here. It's cool. You know what I actually want to do? I want to replace... If I do this, this is a little bit silly, I guess. Nah, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to chop all this out here. Which means I might have trouble getting up. I'm gonna be fine. Okay. We're gonna do this. I know this looks crazy right now, but just hang on. Everything's fine. That's a lot I'm gonna need. So the idea is, I would love to have this completely replaced with glass. Don't actually need these ones, so we can still get up. So that way it's like, you know, you come down to work, dum-de-dum-de-dum, you come down the main staircase. Oh, here I am, gonna work in the workshops, and you're just staring at a glass wall with all this, like, water in between you and all the people with money. Yeah, a literal wall of water between the rich and the poor. Yeah, I love it. I love it. We need to get some glass makers up in her. I need bags for that, though, so... Pigtails, we need a couple things. Cool. So let's go ahead and get me a ammo right here, please. Thank you. Get a couple beds. Currently, we only have 2 military doors, so it's a really sad barracks. But you know, it works. Let's get a couple more doors. So you might say, like, oh, why do you need so many doors if, you know, really, you don't need that many doors. What the hell are you doing with your life? Yeah, that's fair. That is a fair point. The doors, however, help with problems you end up getting. Called goblin kidnappers, and more importantly, kobolds. They just seem to end up in your shit, because they're sneaking around. Should build the noble section out of glass and surround it with water. Oh, I like that. I like that. It's my kind of thinking. Who's really useless right now? Well, technically our 2 military guys, but we're working on it. I actually need to build, I thought it was H. Sorry, again, my eyes are perhaps not the best for everything. Some archery traps. The mudstone, yeah. Okay, does anyone know, if you could help me, because what used to be the case is if you made a channel right here, you would do it like this, and when your dwarves shot the archery targets, the bolts would fall beneath and you get to keep the bolts. I'm not worried about running out of wood, so I don't really care if that's not the case anymore. But I would like to know if that's not the case anymore, just so I don't do it. You know what I mean? Please advise. And I still cheese bolts? Is my question.
Autumn has arrived.
Autumn has arrived. Give me some Halloween music then, huh? Where's that at? That's good enough. That makes me think of autumn, like a cold strumming of a Motionless guitar. Start playing some Wonderwall right now. I have a guitar, actually. Funny story. I made music in high school. When I say I made music, let's not say I was a musician in the classical sense. I merely was a man who understood how to use certain programs to create beats and techno tunes and remix things and have fun. And I like to mash songs together and, you know, so sometimes I would describe this to people and they wouldn't quite get it. And one of those people that didn't quite get it was my phone, which is okay. But so what he took out of it was, oh, I'm a musician, therefore I should have a guitar. So I have a guitar. I've never played. I tried learning it. I'm musically inclined. Well, I'm very creative, actually. I suppose you could argue there's a huge difference. So I've tried learning it. My fingers just aren't long enough, so I sort of gave up. Like, I just couldn't, like, reach the things properly, do you know what I mean? And I know over time they spread, because I've definitely seen some guitarists who I've known that can, like, do some crazy things. Like, they get their pinky and their thumb to be basically straight across, but I don't know. I have way too many other things I try and do, so it didn't work out for me. Where pumpkins? Oh my god. Reminds me of Peanuts and the Great Pumpkin thingamajig. Speaking of, so we have a guy smoothing everything. It's Aeon here. How you doing? You're an adequate engraver now. Ooh. Maybe sometime we'll get some wonderful engravings. Maybe. Still slowly digging this out, but that's okay. What is this anyway? Phyllite. No idea what that is. No idea. I want to Google it though. To the intranet! What is phyllite? Curious. Foliated metamorphic rock created from slate. It is further metamorphosed, so it's very fine-grained white mica achieves. Oh, it looks freaking cool though. It actually looks like a fossilized cow turd. So there's that. That's right, you're moving up in the world, man. If you've never seen a cow turd fossilize, you, sir, are missing out. Or you've never lived on a farm. So what do we want from these guys? Probably food and crap. Cloth. Tons of cloth. Seeds. Be good. Bard, you go ahead and talk to him. I don't have anything to trade. I suppose we could trade some uncut gems, so that's a bit silly. We could trade mechanisms. They normally go for a little bit of a price. I need to learn the new trade system, because it's all fucky, actually. Where's my search? Oh, there is one. Shouldn't take too long to haul all this stuff, because it's all like next door. But mechanisms used to have a fairly high trade value for what they were. And currently we're good on them. The frick? Go ahead and talk to them. Alright, listen to me, you knife-eared pieces. No, the elves are coming. Actually, we don't think we have elves in this world. Just dwarves and humans. Oh my god. The cats are shitting out kittens. Which is always worrisome. This is how it ends. I've seen it. My dreams. It does end poorly. This happens though, but that's okay. Eventually we'll start murdering cats left, right, and center. And if I do it right, we'll do it so they don't find the bodies. Nobody gets sad about it. Okay, so they're using the staircase, I think, or... Oh, they're getting those gems. Nice, nice. Maybe we... Can you build? No, there's no way. You can't build walls out of, like, gems, right? That'd be cool. I'm gonna have to tell Borrowed, unfortunately. Okay, he's currently having a drink. I need to tell him to stop doing something so that he actually talks with the liaison. See, right now he's just running away. Oh no, he's gonna conduct a meeting. Let's watch. Gentlemen! Yeah, okay. Let's watch this. I'm your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. The world is the same as ever. Well, the expedition leader, Bird Bitch, kills meat with your That was really, really helpful. But it does say, borrowed bullets, and your last name there presumably meets with the outpost liaison. C. Lamardin? I don't know this guy's name. What would you like from merchants? Well, eagle leather is... I love eagle leather. Give me some of that. I like cavefish leather too. Mole leather, rat leather, sure. You know, just all the good kind of leathers. Donkey leather, I believe, is quite cheap. Maybe not dog and cat. That's a little... that's a little weird. Okay, cool. That, and then I also want pigtail cloth. Yes. And I also want seeds. Tons of plum pelmet seeds. Yeah. It's good just crap like this to help me get going early on. That'll be fine. Sure. Done. Well then, we have finalized the import agreement. Yes. Great. And what are you looking for from us, huh? Okay, you really want amulets, prepared meals, and cloth. Now this is interesting because we're getting cloth from him, presumably. What if we can trade it back to him for a bit of a profit? Probably not. Either way, anvils, earrings, fish, which we're not going to have. And Borrowed's last name is Kolmogsum. Sounds pretty cool, actually, when you say it. That shit, there's a lot of people running around here. Oh, I can't zoom out. Some sort of cat butchering-based economy. Yeah. Why do you have so much cat leather here in your fortress? Well, funny story that. I'd be lying if I said I didn't know why. It's terrible. You probably could have just said I'd be lying because lions are kind of cats, but no, I had to make it worse. Sorry. Dwarves are weird. Like, why'd they mine it like this? I don't know. I mean, I do kind of know because pathing's like interesting, but god damn it. Yeah, that's interesting. If this whole layer is sand, I'd be tempted to move the whole farming community at some point, but I think we'll be okay for now. It just means a little bit of extra walking. Need an architect? That would be Borrowed. Let's go ahead and request our trader. Which presumably Borrowed is our trader. We have so much cat leather. Well, we used to have a lot of cats. Then we got a tannery. Then we make kebabs. Yeah, that's true. That's just how it works out, man. So let's see. Who would make my best broker? Apparently nobody has any relevant skills. Nobody has any idea how to do trade. So I guess we put Borrowed on it. Sure, why not? As long as he doesn't demand anything. Cat kebab. Delicious. Alright, we need some bins, we need some barrels, we need some beds eventually. We'll need a block actually. And a bucket. Oh. Getting our thrones, that's good. Some tables as well. So this right here, this is a barracks. The safe metals, yeah. This is where you sleep. For now, until the rest of your life. Enjoy. Let's go ahead and trade. So these are all worth 50 buckaroos. Hey, the value thing's working again. Do you remember last time when like the value just didn't display or something? It was really bugged out. Thank frick. Okay. It's awesome, because last time I was like tripping. I was like, what? Nothing's working. Or maybe it's because they were damn dirty elves. I don't know. Either way. Cool. What can we buy? I need like leather and shit, dude. Not water skins, though. You need like a box of leather. Like a bulk delivery. What you got for me? Cloth bin. Yeah. You grab this leather bin instead, actually. That's all cave spider stuff. Caves, yeah. Yeah, there we go. The cheap cloth. I'll take some of that. I think that's about all we can afford, actually. That's fine. That's all we need. Some seeds would be cool, though. Some plump helmets would be nice. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Here's my value right here. So a trader's going to profit this much. I think I can't, like... I can't go too much more. They get pretty sassy. So let's get cave... Yeah, all the cave fish. Lobsters and stuff. You do want the traders to make a profit, but also, like, the traders get, like, seriously, they get super sassy about it. There's like, if I'm not going home with at least, like, $1 million extra, I'm not coming back. It's like, whatever. Yeah, that'll be fun. Oh, some thread, maybe? Yeah, let's grab some... No, I don't care. It's fine. Great. Ish. Ah, wonderful! Soul on my coal and get out of here. Ain't got time for this shit. I do not need the trader requested. That's okay. Well, not the broker, but I don't need a trader. Remember all those mechanisms I had you working on forever, Borrowed? Yeah. Well, we're all out for some damn reason, so get cracking. And by some reason, I mean it was me. I did actually... I do want those mechanisms built, but I really want someone with architecture, which is currently only you, to do the archery thing. Don't fall in a trap on your way out, yeah? This is one thing I really like to do, too, is it's silly, but I like to have the nobles be the only one who have architecture. Because, I mean, it used to be you needed it for walls as well, but it's just such a poncy skill. The idea that some guy has to walk over, stare at this little space and go, yeah, you could probably fit an archery target right about there. Dumbest shit I've ever heard. I do understand what architects do in real life. You know, obviously I'm joking. I have a good time. But I do love the idea of making that, you know, sort of like the thing that the nobles do. Just that Ponce level bullshit. And let's see, he's gonna make one of our archery targets, which is nice. Let me get some proper training up at some point. We don't currently have any bolts, mind you, or crossbows, but you know, eventually we will. Alright, so that's one. Okay, so we have run out of barrels officially. There's two. Oh, now you're smoothing outside, making everything look pretty. Nothing's more terrifying than coming up to someone's fortress and just seeing it is completely smooth from the outside. Some people don't like the smoother fortress. You know, they think it's weird, unnatural. Some people think only girls should smooth their fortress. Honestly, I think anyone can, doesn't really matter. I personally prefer it though. It's that sheen you get, you know what I mean? Goblins just slipping up and down it. It's good for you. If it's smooth and it says they have manpower, the 10 aesthetics. That's right, Vegasir. That's exactly it. It's a form of intimidation. Holy hell, look at that. That was like the apocalypse. You're picking up all their stuff. Get out of here, you fool. Time for your shit. I love the sound. Man, Sound Sense makes Dwarf Fortress so much better. I just love hearing their little cloppity clippers. Just a lot of fun. What is this useless fucker doing? Sleeping. Pardon my language, by the way. I am quite prone to saying the word fucker at around 6 in the morning. It's likely that won't stop, but I have had fingers wagged at me before, so maybe I'll try. Probably not. not this early. I can do it at like 2 in the morning, but once I hit 6, we start fuckering. So you built one single archery target, Baron. Proud of you. And what did you do? I think you went right to sleep, didn't you? Oh, you woke up, thank goodness. Now you're hauling gems around. Fair. So do we put a bridge in the middle of the dining room? Yeah, it depends who I'm with, Biga. I'm with, like, you know, people I'm chum with. Yeah, I swear constantly. But if I'm with, like, you know, people I consider, like, adults or family or whatever, nope. I do not. Unless, again, that family's people I'm very comfortable with.
There's a new migrant saying, I'm here to work.
It's the only family I'm comfortable with enough to swear, or Kaylin's family. So.
Well, how many milkers do you think we need here? Huh? How many? Do you
so she gets angry because you swear on the 6-year-old?
Honestly, do you think we want to milk a purring maggot or something? Haha. No, go home.
It's like one of those weird things. So it's, you know, it's the parents' sort of, you know, call on how they want to raise their child, right? Eventually their child is going to be introduced to swearing or whatever. That's fine. But, out of respect, it's good not to swear around someone else's kid unless they're doing that as well and they're comfortable with it. That's just the way I see it. But, that said, it's... I don't actually think... I don't know. I'm not even remotely bothered by language. I don't think there's any words that people really shouldn't use. I think if a word bothers you, then... I'm not saying, like, that's on you, but I'm saying, like, if a word bothers you, like... It shouldn't. And people can be respectful of people that have problems with certain words, sure. But it's just, like... Words are words, man. Like, you know? We use language to communicate. I don't really feel like... word itself should be an issue. Oh, fair enough, dude. Yeah, if you're like the role model, or especially for like copying, yeah, that makes it really tough. Oh yeah, let's get some more bins. Should probably get another carpenter at some point. I'm quite happy this is up though. Words bother me. Yeah, I hate words that are longer than 6 syllables. I can't even think of a word with more than 6 syllables right now. Disestablish. Terror. Probably. That was 6 or 7. That's a tough one. Words with more than 6 syllables. They're out there. I just can't think of any. You can mispronounce words that have more than 6 syllables. That's not a problem. That's quite easy to do, actually. It's not recommended, but... Oh, so I need to assign this to the safe metals. Excellent for training. Let me find a random bottle around and read off some chemicals. I should have one right here, actually. Let's see. What are these chemicals? Ferrixia? No. My doctor's name is actually... Well, yeah, my doctor's name is longer than the chemicals given to me, which is pretty fun. So, Ninjaficated, our militia commander, is taken by a Fey Mood. This is one of the saddest things you can have happen in the game. When your military dwarf decides that I'm not cut out for the army, I want to be a real boy. Has he claimed... Has he claimed anything? Ninja? I mean, I'm glad we're getting an artifact this early. That's really cool. Ninja, ninja, ninja. Why am I so blind? Strange mood. Okay, yeah, so we need to build some more. Probably a crafts dwarf. I find that's the most common. If we're lucky, maybe it's a Bowyers. Bowyers. I don't know what else it could be. It could be a jeweler's as well. Sure. Let's try some of that stuff. We got somebody here with crafts dwarf. Oh, we got a new doctor too. That's cool. A peasant. Well, let's go ahead and check out our new guys before we figure out who's going to be building what where. A ranger, actually. Changed my mind. Dumat. That guy's going to be our new... Okay, ninja. No longer leading the military. Lucky bastard. Whoever Dumat ends up being. I think all our migrants have done. Artifact alcohol. Hell yeah! Let's see what we get here. Lots of guys. Okay, so we have a new doctor. A bell. Let's get some names here. Viga Sarah. You can be our new doctor man. We have a... Who's this person? An adequate gem setter. And actually, our doctor is much better as a musician and a maceman than he is as being a doctor. But that's okay. That's fine. I mean, that's potentially useful. Who wants to make gems? I wonder. You're a doctor on someone else's stream? Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's the best way to roll. Just constantly be the same guy. I used to ask people what they want to be, and honestly, I don't mind if people still want that. So this is a baby. How old is it? Is it old enough that it'll be a real boy someday? That's 2. So this is going to be roadkill. We'll have Trissy Lions. I like to put her in our... Trissy Lions, sorry. Put her in our military. See, we got a new farmer, maybe? Who's this guy here? Butcher Grow. Yeah, cool. That's always good. So let's get Yonan. Don't forget about them. We got Momas. There's a Thresher, a Dry Oppressor. And that's the military, actually. It's definitely going to the military. So Fagwint. We got another child here. You are how old? 5? Well, this is Borf. It's a great name for a child. We have a musician poet. No. We don't do that. Sleepy Bear. Sleepy Bear actually sounds like the kind of person that would be a musician and or poet. What is this, a fisherman? No, that fisherman's going right in the military. As for their name will be... Let's have Rudy. Well, we need Grazillion at some point as well. It wouldn't be a Dwarf Fortress stream without Rudy. I think most people are picky about it. Yeah, true. Dwarf gorgeous. Yeah. Oh man, we should have Bunyip, one of those kids too. Yeah, so we do need to give somebody here Krasdorf. Somebody... Oh, we still have another guy we didn't name. Cool. That'll be Grazillion then. Let's give him farming and butchery. Plant process, yeah, sure, why not? Grazillion. Right. Who do we give Kraftsdorf to, though? We have a lot of useless people, I think. Sleepy Bear. Did we put Sleepy Bear in the military? No. What does Sleepy Bear do? What are you good at, Sleepy Bear? Nothing really. I mean, decent, actually. You would be okay in the military. That's fine. We're going to give you Kraftsdorfing. You are on... Oh, shit. Where's my Sleepy Bear? There he is. Okay. Crossbow making would be good. As well as wood crafting. Eventually we'll make you a stone crafter as well. Why not? That'll be fine. We can make someone else a woodcutter. That's super tempting, actually. Got a lot of farmers. It's quite nice. It's almost tempting to just have, like, 24/7 distillery. Either way. Some barrels. Nice. I hate it when you end up like 100 kids. So it's like you have so many people, they're all useless. Craftsman that's just a bed maker? Yeah. Well, in theory, you only need 200 beds. In theory. No. It's just... yeah. Ah, shit. Now we need to extend this whole thing. Man, you guys messed it up. It's okay. Means we need Borrowed to make more archery targets. Oh, is this all dug out now? Oh, cool. We can set up the Krasdorf area now. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So it's gonna be down here. Again, eventually this is gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a glass wall. So how do we do the Krasdorf area? Okay. Cray 132. Oh my god, I forgot you. I'm sorry, man. Smash the children into oblivion. Oblivion awaits. Actually, I don't know. Oblivion gates are scary. You probably shouldn't have kids there. So, the way I like to do it is it looks super, super cool. You do it like this. Okay? And it looks just awesome. Like, that's your workshops, like this. Problem is, as cool as this is, again, certain workshops, so if I go here, I can actually show you what I'm talking about. Let's just do Krasdorf, for example. These dark green tiles, I can't remember. It's either the dark green or the light green you can't pass through. I think it's the dark green. So you have to, like, put them in really funky setups to make sure that you can always path through them. Do you know what I mean? Those Dadasha of Oblivion, yeah. So we could try for that, and I still think it looks super cool. Another day, another septim. Yeah. See, here's my thing, actually. Okay, well, we'll talk about that after we figure this one out. I think it's the dark ones, too. I always forget. So what you can do is you can do the 4x4, right? Which means you can put it in a corner, and then you have an area to walk around. But then you just look like an idiot. So then you can do the 5x5. And that lets you put it directly in the middle. But now the room is freaking huge. But, like, is that cool? That's cool, right? We just do that? Do we make our craft stores, like, feel really special? All the whole time they're staring into, like, a really sad example of, like, capitalism? Maybe. Yeah. Maybe that's what we do, actually. I'm down with this. 5x5! Yeah. But yeah, I've never actually played Skyrim, really. I mean, I got to... whatever the first small town is. Riverdale. But I played a lot of Morrowind, not so much Oblivion. I mean, it's not that I didn't like Oblivion, just I just didn't play much of it. I keep wanting to play Elder Scrolls these days, though, and I tried getting Skyrim working on my computer. Which, like, it's not that my computer can't handle running it, it's just... it is... janky game. Ninjaficated wants to be a craft dwarf, huh? Show me what you got, bruh. Press me. Let me make some wooden crossbows. Skyrim is great with mods. Yeah. Does anyone know some good mods for Skyrim? Because I kind of like really want to play it. The problem is, like, so I'd probably play it on stream, because that's where I'd do like 99.9% of, you know, the games I play. This is just when I do it. Most games that allow mods are great with mods. Agreed. Some mods are much better than others, though. But it's one of those things, like, I don't know, it's stupid. So I've been streaming on the internet and, like, putting out, like, videos and writing, like, reviews for, like, I used to write reviews for a website, actually. Not, like, for, like, large amounts of pay. What's the word called? Basically, it was for free, but there's a thing for exposure. There's some, like, term for that. But I didn't really care. I was just having a good time. But yeah, so I've been around on the internet for, like, ages and ages and ages doing this kind of stuff, right? And we've been streaming, like, almost every day now for 2 years. Well, for over 2 years on this channel, having a blast. My fucking anxiety, dude. Like, I'm afraid to, like, do stuff. As dumb as that is.
Really? That's good news.
He made a Highwood Illish. I don't know what an Illish is. I'm gonna Google that, actually. It's like, I kind of want to, like, stream Skyrim and just have a good time and, like, play it, but it's like, I don't... It's not so much that I don't think anyone would watch it, because I don't understand why anyone would watch Skyrim, because everyone's played it to death, but, like, I'm just, like, afraid of, like, people coming in, like, saying shit, which is weird, because I have people email me that they're not happy with stuff I do as is, but I don't really care. I don't know, anxiety's weird. Sorry for the little ramble there. Let's go ahead and look at this artifact, though. So, Ninja, impress me. Why am I blind? So we have an Illish here. Value 7,200. It's eh. What is an Illish, though? Okay, it's a blowpipe, maybe? Anyway. There's a Highwood Illish. All craft store shipped is of the highest quality. The object menaces with spikes of Highwood. Nice. The Illish is a mid-size handheld wind instrument consisting of 8 adjacent conical metal pipes. Oh, it's panpipes. Gotcha. Musician blows into the fipple at the end of each pipe. Okay. The instrument has a 3-octave range going from middle to a very high-pitched. The instrument has a eerie, gentle timbre. Nice, Ninja! You're a woodcrafter, man. Which is actually incredible. Normally that would be a bad thing, but that means you make like super good wooden bolts, which is hilarious. Oh yeah, you have no idea, Necro. The world's a crazy place. Well, the thing is, actually, if I played Skyrim, it's unlikely I beat it, because like I like super roleplay. I just get in, like, have a good time and like find a story and fulfill that. And sometimes I reach a point where, like, you know, I die or I like screwed up enough stuff, and I'm like, that was it. That was the story of this guy. Sucks, basically. But you know, he came, he saw, and made a lot of mistakes. Let's clear these mechanisms off so I can get those archery things done. Inquest isn't the most captivating thing. Yeah, I find in Bethesda games it tends to be the case. Yeah, that's like again, like Stalker, one of my favorite games, and just I've never beat it. You know? Shadow of Chernobyl, I believe it is. The first one. Never beat it. I own the sequels, haven't played them. It's like, well, what are you doing with your life, you silly man? Go beat them! Oh, no, not mine. I want to chop trees here. Jeez. But it's like, no, I just have fun, like, going around and doing things. No? So, wait, it's autumn and the river's frozen in autumn. Okay. Something to keep in mind. Didn't quite expect that.
Winter has arrived.
Well, it is winter now. We're going to go ahead and deal with the idler problem. 4 of these guys aren't technically idle. They're going to be training. We just don't have weapons for them yet. Good night, Vegasera. I'm probably only going to be up for another hour, and then Kaylin wakes up and I make her breakfast and all that kind of cool stuff anyway. Get that autosave in. I should... While we're autosaving, he says the autosave ends, I'm going to do that shameless thing, which I almost never do. I normally have Origami do for me, so I don't feel like an asshole. But feel free to click that follow button. You know? Most people have a really offensive one. Mine's supple. It's made of leather and it menaces with cat fur. Real cat fur. Not even tanned. I just don't have the time, honestly. I don't have the time. That's why I play games at night. That's okay. What is this red thing right there? What is that? Oh, that's iron, right? Hematite. Yeah, it works for me. Good. Where's it? Man. Farms are kind of working. Do you get a cat kebab if you follow? Yes. Could you imagine? Oh man, just like mailed to your door, 1 cat kebab. Not cooked, mind you. I don't have time for that. It's cool. Yeah, actually, I stream East Coast, technically. But it's just I do it so late at night / early in the morning. It ends up I get like mostly Europeans watching me. The occasional person from the West Coast. My nose just started bleeding. That was a bit random. At least I presume that's what's happening. Alright, construct a rock table. I know you're trying really hard to do your best. Are you a good mason? You're a novice. Forget about it. You don't have to mason anymore. We have other people to do that. And let's go ahead and actually start setting this up. Oh, whoopsie doops. Okay, question. Before we do it, lone West Coaster. Yeah, borrow bullets if he's around as a West Coaster as well. Okay. We could do this. This looks good. If it looks good, why are you gonna fuck with it? Yeah, and you got a point, actually. Yeah, we'll just leave that. It's fine. That'll be absolutely a-okay. And in fact, we're going to be copying it, but we're not going to be digging that side out just yet because the dwarves will never complete a single room if I do. We'll start digging in one corner and be like, oh, I sense he wants this shit mined instead. It's like, no, 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 no. I want one room done. Please. Please. I can actually just use my mouse. Look at that mouse support, guys. It's the way of the future. Oh, shit. I take it back. I don't like mouse support. This is definitely Kerbal Space Program. I swear to God. Like, it has to be. I've played enough Kerbal Space Program to have this noise embedded in my brain. These 5x5s aren't 5x5 shape. What? Please. Gray, don't joke. I'm not allowed to joke like that. Everyone's named, right? Whoa, where do we get this mechanic from randomly? What the hell? Are you a real-ass mechanic? Oh my god, you're in everything. Sense a soul in search of answers. Well, this will be Cray. Mechanics are cool. I didn't mistype crazy. What are you talking about? Kerbal sold so well they still use free music. It is freaking... It's a good track. It's probably the best track in the game. I don't know if it has any more music. Probably not, but... It's a good one. I like this one. Jack of all trades, master of none. Okay. I was gonna put you in the military by yourself, Cray. It was going to happen. But then I remembered... Wait a second. Wait 1 second. That means I can take Borrowed off of mechanics, and he can just be a poncy little noble in his purple little hat, and he can build the things, and that'll be fine. And to christen this momentous occasion... Here. The first of the noble bedrooms will be right here. This is going to be Borrowed's bedroom, of course. And you're like, oh, this looks just like the workshops. But no, this is the best part. These are 2 5x5 rooms. And so what you're going to be doing, right? So imagine you're working your ass off, and you're right here, and you're sweating. You're like, whew, sure is hard being a mason and hauling giant frickin' boulders over here that carve doors. And then you look over through this glass. This is going to be glass, right? You go through this glass wall. There it is. This jackass in a room the size of your entire workshop, with just a single bed in the middle. And then behind that, another size of an entire workshop is going to be his frickin' dining room. Like, wow. Rude. I think actually we put the dining room before his bedroom. That probably makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense, actually. Walk through someone's like bedroom to get to their dining room. It's a little odd. Yeah, we're gonna need more barrels. We got some pretty good amount of beds actually. Traction benches are gonna be nice at some point. Okay, we're going to deconstruct this guy. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Because I need those down here. How much do I have to build left on these, actually? Probably tons. Alright, get rid of... Because we might as well start getting the workshops in place. Okay. So we get our carpenter's workshop. I'll put that closest to the staircase because they have to run all the way upstairs to get wood. It's fine. We will have our craftsdorf right here. Our mechanic right here. We're gonna have 2 masons. We'll put another carpenter here. That way I can queue up more stuff, and eventually we will have extra masons and carpenters. Pretty useful. We also need a bowyer's workshop here. It's the wood lane. That way I remember. Rastorf was that one, right? That there. This will be the secondary one, and then we can put. We already did the mechanics. Siege workshop. It's actually a 5x5, so that's perfect. We put one here. It does make sense to have this in the center. Let's look. That'll be fine. You don't super need that right now, anyway. Cool. Jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah, it's better than being a jack off of trades. My brain had a joke there, and then it was like, hey. No, I didn't. I'm lying. I did not have a joke. I just saw two words that were similar, and I went with it. And you can't stop me. No, you're not allowed. Beautiful. Who's not sleeping there? Somebody. Probably Rudy. Yeah, no, he's there. I don't know. What damn fools. Cages. Oh, yeah, we need a stockpile for, like, furniture and finished goods. That's going to be an interesting problem. So, stockpile. Could have it here. That makes actually way too much sense to not do. That way everyone has super easy access to it. And then you can get down from here, get down from here. Just, it's nice and easy. Okay, so that's furniture. Do we loop finished goods, or do we just sort of copy that sort of an idea? Having finished goods kind of like... this. And this song sounds like it's out of Final Fantasy IX. I don't know if it is or not, but that's what it reminds me of. Yeah, that seems good. Yeah, finished goods on the left, furniture on the right. I think maybe the other way around? Not sure. Where's the nearest moat? The brook is outside currently, yeah. Yeah, it's frozen. But we are going to be building the moat once we finish chopping these trees down. And then we'll be assembling a wall. Oh god, elephants. Oh no, they're giant wild boars. With freakishly long legs. There's lots of them. Everyone stay inside, or you're probably going to end up dying. I don't know. I don't know how hostile these are. I don't really need these trees cut, actually. It's fine. Well, so there, that's where it's going to be. So we could start preemptively doing the moat. How big is the tower going to be? Oh, actually, I need that tree cut, though. Specifically that one. So, probably going to be... this big? Does that make sense? Seems fairly large, actually. I like that. Okay. So... maybe we build the first level out of wood. So it's done? Oh, we can just build it over the brook? What the shit? It's incredible. Okay, let's just build the, like, first tiles. So, 2. It's awkward. So we could build this half for now. I mean, technically we can still do this. It's gonna be a little weird. We're gonna have to fill that in a floor. Cherry wood, I mean, that's gonna be nice, right? It's gonna look nice, but it's probably gonna smell like incredible. Sadly, I wish there was a faster way of building the walls. It's not like this takes a long time. It's just you're not meant to. You're not meant to do this. Let's get real. So where do we put? Where are we gonna put? Build the wall of master use corpses. True. I meant like designating the wall to be built, but yeah, I mean, yeah, there's that. But no, I'm just thinking now, like, where do we put the bridge? Or like, because again, eventually we want the moat. I'm not sure. Do we have a moat on either side? We don't really need it, honestly. Probably just get away with just having the one side. To the south, of course. That makes sense, because then it goes towards that part of the fortress. Yep, that's it. Okay, so there's the middle. Not that one. How big do we make it? Like 5? I think so. So let's get a bridge. The bridge is going to raise upwards. Make it mondo huge. Look at that thing. That's crazy. That's a moat. Make it a cherry wood like everything else. Cool. I can't build the bridge yet, actually. Shit. Or else, like, they won't channel properly. So how big do we make our moat? 4? Maybe 4 wide? That'll be fine. And there's nothing directly under, which is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I do that? Yeah. I know everyone right now is panicking. They're like, "Whoa, dude, but you're mining where the water is." I know, but it's okay because it's winter. And that's why I wanted to do that, because I knew I'd make a mistake if I didn't. Probably. Maybe you shouldn't do it anyway. Yeah, you're probably right, actually. Kind of panicking now that you mentioned that. So let's do that later. Just play it safe. It's not a moat unless you need a boat, a coat to cross. That's actually gonna suck eventually, right? Because I mean, they're just gonna be able to walk across it. We're gonna have to make it deeper, which we can do. Are they terrified? What's going on here? Overcome by terror. Why are they overcome by terror? Because 1,000 angry dwarves descended from the treetops, throwing fucking giant logs into the ground? Yeah, that'd be a little scary, I guess. So we could actually make the moat deeper. Because technically you can mine it while it's ice. As crazy as that is. And that is crazy. Like, do we do that? It's winter. Help, my dwarves are drowning in freezing cold water. Yeah, part of me is worried about doing this, but I think it's okay. Because you can use ice to, like, you can do really cool stuff with ice, actually. Oh, we have some really interesting options with this. Let's dig a staircase into the ice and And maybe we channel this out. We channel the whole river to make it bigger. Like, what do you think? Okay, yak cow's starving. Literally 0% of me cares. But enough of me cares to do this, actually. You're welcome, game. Here, have your fun. Have your pen pasture over here. And actually, we never built those tables and chairs we have, which is awkward. Let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Okay, we don't have any doors. It's gonna be a problem. So how are we doing this? Well, are we gonna have them drop here? Probably, right? I don't know. I'm quite worried about this whole setup we have going. So if this is where everything drops, which it may not be. For now, I don't know, man. Okay. Alright. For now, we'll just do this. Just have it sort of in the middle of this room. There. That'll be fine. Let's see how fast 1,000 angry dwarves are building this stuff. There's a creature occupying the site. Where? What kind of creature we're talking about here? It's like a rabbit? It's a tame bunny. Who gives a shit? Come on. Feckin' dwarves! My liege, we have discovered a new ore. We found it along the Suffer River. Put it in the holds. My liege, the hold is flooded! Yeah, that'd be so funny. But yes, you can do some really interesting stuff, actually, with the barn. So, what you can do... Why are we suspending this? Did not find path. Oh, that's scary. What? Where are you, Necroskitter? Necroskitter? No, you'll be fine. Just being a bit of a dumb. So, you like, because we have access to ice and freezing water, we could actually use it as a trap. We could build an entire corridor, flood it with water. Okay, hear me out. You have a corridor, and like the enemies come in, and then like once the enemies come in it, you floodgate it down. You leave them there. You flood with water, and then when it comes to winter, they freeze, and they're just like trapped in these ice blocks. You know what I mean? There's something we can do with that. You know. We actually need to floor up over here of the ice. Like, it's like an open space there. It's just some willow logs here. Nice. We're using wood because technically wood is less useful to me than stone. They're both good, but you know, if I had the overall
Sorry, I can't do it, sir.
something that's blocking the site or something or whatever. Just being dumb, I think.
No.
There's an item on the site.
It won't work.
Yeah, you're literally fine. We'll come back to it in like a minute after they try and do their other pathing. Finding all this stuff out, nice. Like, wow, look how quickly this happened. Okay, this one's furniture, finished goods? Yeah, we'll end up with a lot more furniture than finished goods, hopefully. Probably. Cool, the tables and chairs are being built. We need some doors real bad. Oh yeah, these aren't here anymore. Shit. I mean, that'll be fine. I can set up hotkeys if I remember how to do it. So you can just like quickly teleport between your stuff, but I don't really mind. So, rock crafts forever. You are onto bolts. And actually, rock mugs, ton of these. Actually need these before the rock crafts. But I'm gonna queue that up anyway. So, this will be our mechanisms. Don't need a tanner right now. What the fuck? I built 2 tanners. Oh, those are supposed to be masons. Whoops. I don't know how I messed that up, but that's okay. Okay. Yeah, tons of barrels. Tons of bins for our finished goods. This I did mean to do. It's fine. Got a bunch of wooden crossbows for me. Rock mugs. Okay, that's fine. We also need a jeweler's. We need... okay, so we... let's leave the tanners there. I don't know, it makes sense to have the masons over there. Just queue up some things like this. The loom. It's just good to queue up these buildings, even though we don't have anyone currently working on them. Just so I don't forget to do them later. We also need a forge as well. Which is a furnace, wood furnace. And we need a smelter. A glass furnace as well as a kiln. Is that a siege workshop? Does it make shitty DLC skins that you can... Oh, jeez. It's pretty good. You can build that at some point, boys. You'll be alright.
I can't do it.
Yeah, you literally can do it. You're gonna trigger me, boy!
I hate saying no to you, but no.
I hate saying no to you, but
Sorry,
no.
sir, I can't do it.
I know, you're having a lot of trouble because there's wooden logs right there, and you don't want to use the log on top of the tile to build it with. I know, believe me, I've been through Dwarf Fortress before. Doesn't mean I'm proud of you, in fact, I'm very upset, but... Sorry, I had a sneezing fit. Oh, the panic.
I can't do that there.
Yeah, I know. We'll figure it out. Okay, we're digging the channel up here, which is
Sorry, sir,
good.
I can't do it.
Gonna drink, which is fine.
Why do you think I can do this?
How are we doing, by the way, for drink, plant, seeds? Those all seem like good numbers. Let's make this an archery range here. Shooting from bottom to top, yes please. And that's where these guys train. I realize they don't currently have any weapons. Speaking of, we need to make a weapon stockpile for them. Let's put it here and armor there. I think I need to undesignate it first, actually. Yeah. So, this does have weapons, but I don't want any of these. There we go. Just want crossbows in here. And for armor... Just want... I don't want metal. Just want like leather armor. Either way, that'll be fine. We'll figure it out, probably. So we're going to be able to lock this up, actually. and make this our new hotspot, which is super cool. Means I'm gonna want to place some of this at some point. Go ahead and take all these ramps down. These ones. Yeah, just get rid of all the ramps. We still have ways up, but figure it out. Okay, they're still working on that, thankfully. We can now tell our dwarves to, you know, build the stairs that had logs on them before, so they couldn't figure it out. It's still, yeah, it's still winter. Yeah, that would have worked. Okay. Let's get an upstairs, get a downstairs. Come on, boys. We really want to get this channeled out, get our moat going. So what we actually need a downstairs right here. Fine. Downstairs right here. Struck bloodstone sounds pretty cool. Dwarves build stairs. There's no way there. Move the logs. I can't. I have to build stairs. Yeah, yeah. Dwarves. They're 10 out of 10. What is happening here? Okay, you made me panic for a half goddamn minute. It's okay. It's just cracked into some ice. That's all. It's just a small amount of ice. Tiger Eye. Dangerous terrain. Whereabouts? No, that's not dangerous. You're fine. You can come pick up these gems, guys. In fact, I would love to pick up these gems before we, we flood this whole area. Good. Our miners are probably getting to be quite high level. Yeah, legendary miners, yeah. It's excellent. They're also quite good at wrestling, if need be. Okay, we need some Plum Helmet spawn. We can get that by brewing some drink. We're probably going to need barrels for. Alright. Let's queue up here. Dimple cups in all seasons that allow it. Which is all year. Okay, cool. Some dimple cups building then. We're making our way to spring, so just want to be a little bit careful. Now you can see the dwarves done it dumb. I'm not sure they're going to be able to channel those middle ones now. We might have to but we might have to do some dangerous stuff. I'm hoping they can. Okay, they should be able to. Okay, we're fine. We have to channel like the whole section, and then you can like take them down and channel the whole next section. Why dimple cups? I don't know. Hey, Ratneck, how you doing? I couldn't tell you. Are dimple cups bad? Sort of pasture area? Oh, right here? This is our moat. Our pasture's over here. And hey, Vix Parturi. It's a pretty cool name too, actually. Yeah, we're just getting ready. We're gonna prep up a huge, awesome structure. Used to make dye only. Oh. It's awkward. Sweet pods then. Never actually made them before, so I wasn't sure. It's awkward. Alright, we'll do it that way. I only ever, like, really just do plump helmet and... Okay, God, good God, what happened? What happened? Why is it showing me here, though? Who's fucking injured? You? You're unconscious. Okay. Well, you collapsed something on your head like an idiot. Oh, good fuck. Oh, God. What are you fools doing? Is anybody dead? Apparently not yet. We're fine. Our doors are not very smart, though. Oh, good. We're finally digging out this. It's exciting. Because I really want to get this done before, like, too late. We might have to wait till next year to, yeah, see, we can dig here. We can dig out the ice. It's awesome. Because I want to, like, get this down another level. Do you know what I mean? I want to make it, like, deeper. Right here. Just so, like, our whole moat part, like, I want our whole moat part to be, like, a lower level so that the guys just can't walk over it. I think I should be able to do. Not sure, though. I know. A little spooky. Hopefully these guys get out of here. Okay. Nice. No sections are collapsing because their exterior walls are gone. Yeah. So if ceiling tile isn't supported by enough stuff, it collapses. There's actually, the Dwarforge is interesting. There's a whole bunch of stuff that can cause that sort of stuff, but hey. What happened here? All I know is it's way more common to have stuff collapse now than it used to be. So, I think I'll still leave that there, because it does help me center everything. We'll get rid of it at some point. But yeah, so eventually, like, we're gonna have to have, like, some walls in here so we can support things. Otherwise, yeah, the game just shits itself. I forget, did I queue up doors or no? No, that's unfortunate. Oh, right, because we didn't actually make any Mason's workshops. Fair enough. Speaking of work, not that I have to work right now, but I'm going to head off soon, unfortunately, because I think Kaylin has to get up, so I usually, you know, make breakfast with her and stuff like that. Yeah. Get some doors going. I want some more tables and chairs, would be good. Want some coffins maybe ahead of time. I think that's actually a good idea. Just got a couple blocks, because eventually we'll need that, and some floodgates to make things easy, so we don't have to work. But eventually, so to the new people that are just joining us, what we're doing, we got 2 dreams right now. Well, 3, I guess. Number 1, we're sort of making separate sections for everybody. So, for example, our farming class are right here. It makes sense that the farmers live next to the farms and the food area, the cooks and stuff like that. The craft dwarfs are going to live sort of down by the craft dwarf area, whereas the nobles are going to live in, like, a very nice area with huge rooms. And the size of your room is dependent upon, like, your sort of class. You know what I mean? We're going to... Basically, it's like nobles, number 1, and then soldiers, craft dwarves, farmers, and then down at the bottom are the guys that I just have hauling goods all day. They're sort of like the working class, the little shits. The peasantry, if you will. We have a moat, which that's standard, but you can see we're building into the mountain, but we're actually coming out and building a tower. So we're hoping to have a huge tower up, and we're going to be building a giant glass column that we're throwing people down, and they will explode, and we can sacrifice them, and they're going to rain blood and guts all over everyone down in the dining room, which you'll notice is the same size as the tower, because again, the idea is we're going to be whipping these bodies down onto the people below as they party. And we're actually going to have another moat on the inside, going not like a full moat, but going through the middle of the dining room, basically. Because I thought that was like super cool. So we're gonna need like a bridge in the middle of the dining room so people like don't like fall, stuff like that. I will just do this so we have a little bit less people upset. Nice. We're gonna want some statues at some point as well. You know what? I think I'm gonna build a bunch more Mason's workshops so I can queue up more things and not forget about them. Did I like way overshoot this or what? Yeah, I did. Whoops. It was filled with beer. I wonder if you could do that somehow. I mean, there's a lot of like liquids in the game. I wonder if you could fill it with vomit. And I wonder if we drop enough. Well, there's a thought. What if we don't? Okay, how about this? I'm gonna look into this today. You know, after I leave, and after I sleep and stuff like that. Whether blood counts as a liquid enough. Because what I would love to do, if possible, imagine instead of bringing the moat down underneath, because we could bring the brook down fairly easily and get it to fill that with water. Could we fill it with blood? Like literally have the corpses like fill it up. Revolting Muck, unfortunately, it didn't kill our last fortress, but it caused a lot of problems. That's what we were playing with, unfortunately.
Dwarf says he has an amazing
Oh,
idea,
Mr. Origami's
but,
taken by Fey Mood.
probably be useless.
Bit unfortunate. I don't know if it's still the case. Again, I'm an old Dwarf Fortress player, so I'm not up to date with everything. But it used to be if someone became a legendary profession, it's going to be a Mason. That's nice. But if someone became a legendary profession, they would not... It's not that you couldn't assign them off it. It's just that's what they did. Like what's a way of putting it? Like if you have like a legendary miner, they won't go in the military. Vice versa. Like that was like their job. I don't know if that's still the case, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to mine and also Mason for me. It is nice having a legendary Mason around, for sure. Have him make some fancy stuff, if need be. Unfortunately, claim this one. I forget what I had queued up there. Probably doors. Oh my god, I did it with the Tanners again. I don't know how I misclicked that. It must be, N, yeah. Sorry, I got the hiccups out of nowhere. Blood is not considered a liquid. Fill it with magma, that's an option. That's a terrible idea, but it is an option. Making here, Origami. Just a bunch of phyllite. Frickin' hell. Sorry guys, like I'm triggered right now. I was gonna be quitting soon anyway, but if these hiccups don't stop, we should be doing it a little bit sooner, because oh god, a few things are as frustrating as just constantly hiccuping. Okay, that's wow. Okay, like sorry, that's it. We out. We gooch. Oh, and there it goes. Stops. Okay, I didn't. Alright, well, take it easy, guys. That's the signal, because, man, I'm raging. I hate hiccuping so much. And it's, like, frustrating, because either I'm silent for ages, and that sucks. No one wants that, or, you know, whatever. Take it easy, everyone. You all have a nice night, and I'll see you tomorrow, as always.